actually there.
The Bond is actually there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Where is James Bond? He's hiding. He's been to the beach. It is too hot for Brosnan. He is within reach.
Oh, hi.
Here is James Bond. There goes James Bond. Down goes James Bond. Up goes James Bond. Have been homeschooling. We're late starting because the pizza came late. It really has been an awful evening, guys. We're late starting. The pizza came at 20. It's about 18 minutes to the hour.
It's an outrageous time for a pizza.
It's 2 for Tuesday. Here's the thing I've noticed about 2 for Tuesday. I think it's more expensive than normal. Because that pizza, four of us, 4 medium pizzas, 2 sides, and a Coke, it's about 58 quid. It's cheaper to use the other coupons. Mandy has just subscribed.
Thank you.
We reached our target. We're getting a new studio. Oh, balls, stop unplugging my stuff, and if you unplug it, plug it back in, you little sods. By that I mean it's an extra camera and a green screen. We got it. It's coming. It's coming. Monday, we aim to have an extra studio, and we're calling it the Isabel Wing.
Yes.
Because Isabel donated a significant amount. Everyone donated, and every donation counted. But Isabel donated a significant. We're calling it the Isabel Wing. So Isabel, thank you, and all Isabels. Now it's buzzing.
All the Isabels and some Elizabeths, because those names are related.
Elizabeth means my God is satisfaction. Named after Elisheba. How do I know that? When I was 17, I fancied a girl called Elizabeth, so I wrote a song about her. Now,
My God.
yeah,
What? And you looked a name up in a book?
in a book. Yeah, I did. I wrote a song about her. I like to research some of my songs. Some of my songs are spons. Some I like to research.
Here's the thing. My middle name is Elizabeth, and I did not know that.
Okay,
I've never been wooed by a creepy guy.
I may be a little bit slow on the uptake tonight because I've got a lot of wax has become stuck in my eardrum.
Embedded.
It's become embedded in my eardrum. I have no idea why, but my right ear, it's you know when you go swimming and you just can't.
Yeah.
It's that. So that's a real shame. That's a real shame. Busy show tonight. Mark Mason's coming on the show.
Yeah, we better send
Who's
him
Mark
a,
Mason?
Have you sent him a request?
He didn't write this book, but he's written books that kind of look like this.
What, they've got pages?
Yep. I haven't sent him a thing. We'll send him a thing in a bit.
Send him one.
Matty, 25 months. Can I have a refund? No refunds, please. So we've got one more for now. Little donation thing. We want to get a PO box number so that you can send us stuff, please. We're going to get a PO box number. So if you want to donate, we changed the donate. Oh, I changed it. Look at this. Oh, hang on. Look at this. I've been busy. Oh no, balls. Hang on a minute. That is not the donate link. I thought I'd updated Nightbot.
Yeah.
Let me update Nightbot. That is not the donate link. That is not the donate link. That will take you to something. I have updated Nightbot. So donate. Edit. Don't worry.
Hi, St. John. St. John's in the house.
TLNA. Right. So we got to donate. What if we weren't in the bubble, Jimmy? What would that be to you? There it is. Streamlabs.com/TLNA. I've changed it. You want to donate? We're going to get a PO box number so you can send us post. Now, I've also added. I've been very busy. I've been buying a lot of stuff actually on Facebook Marketplace. So I've also added somewhere, but I don't know where. No. Thank you, Mickey McKinney. Well, that's fun to say. Say it.
Mickey McKinney.
Isn't that fun?
Donuts.
Phoebes, thank you. So, hang on a minute. I've also, this is going to be so worth it.
Yeah.
Please. Shut up, big boy. Streamlabs. You might see Big Boy. Might come on a lap in a minute.
He's right here.
You can pick him up. If you show him both hands slowly and go towards him slowly, you'll be able to pick him up. You've got to grab him.
I don't want to be the one that gets mauled by a cat on.
Oh,
on
I've been
stream.
scratched to be a reason. Streamlabs donate gold. Right, hang on a minute.
He's coming.
He doesn't really jump up. He's only jumped up on me twice. Right, hang on. Oh, here we go. 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 Log in. Here we go. Here we go. Right, here we go.
We're going. Where are we
So,
going?
we're going here. I've added something, and it's going to be so. It's going to be so great that it actually scares me at how great this is going to be. Okay, we've got that. So,
He's,
we're going to copy that. We're going to paste it. Oh, no. We're not going to copy that. We're going to set that.
he's enjoying my bag as only a big cat can.
We're going to go there. We are going to save. This is going to be so great. You're going to think, Jesus, Ian, what is going on with you? How did you know this?
So exciting.
Copy, 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 copy. It won't let me paste. Okay. So, all right. So what we're going to do, we're going to add widgets. Add source. Add source. There we go. Add source. And it's worked. It's worked first time. We've got a follower goal.
Oh, where are you going to put that? Oh, right, over me.
We've got a follower goal. So we want to get, we've got 49 days to get to 16,000. There's nowhere else on the screen.
It's all right, I can have a little sleep behind it.
We've got 49 days to get to 16,000. So we got some that's a different colour, isn't it?
Yes, slightly.
It's close enough though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's slightly longer as well.
Make a big
I would say the top one is more of a magenta, and that one's virgin on the.
Fixed it.
Oh no!
Well, the thing is, I'm doing it with I'm doing it on a sliding scale here. Look, this is what I'm dealing with. Did you reckon that? That'll do it.
It's more of a blue, yeah.
More of a blue.
It is. It's
Where
more
is
of
the
a bluey
blue?
pink.
Okay, well, it's gone now. It's gone now. We've lost it. We've actually lost the bloody thing.
Not my fault.
Donation goal.
Start any
No,
of this.
we've lost it. We've lost it. Unbelievable. People like you. Oh no, it's on the wrong thing. There it is. That's close
Oh,
enough.
No, that's more of an orangey.
It's close enough, love. Anyway, it's going to be there.
Donuts.
Thank you, Laura. So this is the fun. If you're new here, please, Joe, go and read your Cliff Richards book. If you're new here, it's Chad in it with the nose hanging over. Remember Chad?
Yeah.
What? No fish?
What? No chips.
Right, so that's going to go there. If you have it there, you can't really see it's a different colour. You can't really see because you can't take in both images at the same time. You can only look at one and the other. And the human memory, and I know this because I've studied Bowlby and Ainsworth, the strange situation test, cannot take it in. Now, I'm going to play you a bit of Alan Bezick's show from last night.
Oh, this is what you've been promising all day.
But it's not Alan Bezick. It's not a caller. It's a newsreader. If you heard this story, do not share it in the chat, right? I was in bed. I was dropping off. When I finish the show, I go to bed and I start Alan Bezick's show from the start, from 10 o'clock, right? So can someone follow us just to make sure that this works? So it's on 15,442. We'd like it to go to 15,443. So if someone could just drop a follow, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Toasty.
Thank you. Oh, £5 from Just Rini towards the PO box. Thank you. Someone could just follow. Could someone just follow?
They really don't want to follow, do they?
Blam has followed. It's gone up by 1. Thank you. This is great. Right. This is some news story. The 11 p.m. news, Spiderfish. You heard it, right? You heard it. I sat up. This is so great. This is the greatest news story ever told, right? It's at 11 p.m. It's so
Details
good.
for that day.
So good.
And he turned around to go in and said,
Hang on.
Industry this evening, Mr. to set
or contact their GP practice.
Here we go. All right.
Until now, we've said please wait for the NHS.
In the UK, has avoided a prison sentence. The Old Bailey heard how the boy had collected a significant amount of far-right material, including instructions on how to build bombs, assault rifles and Molotov cocktails. Daniel de Simone reports.
The city judge.
The two red
teenager was vulnerable and had an abnormal childhood, instead handing him a 2-year rehabilitation order. He said the defendant now had a chance to put his behaviour behind him.
Merseyside police say they're investigating death threats made against the Premier League referee Mike Dean and his family. He's faced criticism for 2 red cards in matches last week, both of which were overturned on appeal.
Here we go.
Police have fined a man for...
Here we go, right. Police have fined a man.
Yeah.
Right.
What did he do?
He broke lockdown.
Right.
He's got an excuse.
He said the defendant now had a chance to put his behaviour behind him.
Merseyside police say they're investigating death threats made against the Premier League referee Mike Dean and his family. He's faced criticism for 2 red cards in matches last week, both of which were overturned on appeal. Police have fined a man for breaching coronavirus restrictions after he was found sitting naked in his car without a reasonable excuse. The man, who was parked in a car park in Derbyshire, claimed he'd taken several wrong turns after making a journey to buy a packet of wet wipes. Police also fined another man who was sitting in another car with his clothes on in the same car park.
Come on now.
I wonder what might have been happening there.
Isn't that the best story you've ever heard? Isn't that the best story? Why are you sitting naked in your car? Well, I just...
Funny thing, you're not
trying
going
to
to
buy
believe
some
this.
wet wipes, and I've taken a series of wrong turns. Let's have that again.
He said the defendant now had a chance to put his behaviour behind him.
Merseyside police say they're investigating death threats made against the Premier League referee Mike Dean and his family. He's faced criticism for 2 red cards in matches last week, both of which were overturned on appeal. Police have fined a man for breaching coronavirus restrictions after he was found sitting naked in his car without a reasonable excuse. The man, who was parked in a car park in Derbyshire, claimed he'd taken several wrong turns after making a journey to buy a packet of wet wipes. Police also fined another man who was sitting in another car with his clothes on in the same car park. You're up to date. It's 3 minutes past 11.
Alan Beswick's late night phone in.
Call 0800 218 2255.
BBC Radio Manchester and BBC Radio Lancashire.
What an idiot. Sitting in his car naked. Doesn't he know he's got to wear a mask?
Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Beswick, thank you. As Dave says, strange to have 2 unconnected crimes so close together.
Isn't it?
I didn't hear all of last night's show, but that was the highlight for me. Welcome to the late night alternative. I'm having trouble with...
Life.
Does that move? Do these bend?
Don't think so.
They don't, do they?
No.
Let's get the phones open. I want to get the phones.
Let's get those phones ringing.
I want to get the phones ringing.
Ring-a-ding-dinging. Have you sent that
No.
ring yet? Do it. He'll be worried.
He'll work it out. He's a bright lad. Someone called Benita Sinclair.
Oh, that sounds legit.
Has called. Let's call Benita back. And I'm not even going to have my hand on the dumb button. This is real life. Oh, hang on. You can do this. Benita Sinclair. Are you there?
Benita.
Hello.
Hello, Benita.
Yeah.
Hello, Benita. How are you?
I'm fine.
What are you doing?
I'm shopping.
Beautiful. Look at that, man. What are you gonna? You get?
Oh, get some wet wipes. I know someone who needs them.
How can we help you, Benita? You sent us a lovely little message.
I know. That was a mistake. I was looking for someone named Tlna.
Oh no, Benita. We are TLNA. Hey, Benita, do you recognise either of us?
No, I don't.
Did you ever watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why.
You don't remember the strawberries?
No.
Oh, Benita! I'm a huge celebrity. Benita, you've got to put the mask over your nose. Benita!
An accessory to a crime.
Look at that beautiful smile, though. What a lovely smile.
Yeah, I I must keep it covered. I'm in the store.
Yes,
so.
you're being naughty. What are you having for your tea tonight, Benita?
Oh, well, I'm making some fish with some vegetables.
Oh, fish and vegetables. We had Domino's.
I should have had fish and vegetables.
Yeah, we had Domino's.
Better.
Well, Benita, it's lovely to talk to you. You feel free to get in touch with us anytime you want.
Thank you very much.
Lots of love.
It was a mistake after I found the person who I was looking for.
But what a mistake. And can I just say, we're on Twitch right now. You've got 500 people watching you.
Oh my God.
Yes, you're a star. You're an internet celebrity.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that, working it.
Lots of love, Benita. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Put that mask on.
Bye. Put the mask on. Don't kill people. Thank you, Ice Cream Gravity. The donate link below the stream is the old link. You're absolutely right. Thank you.
By the way, we doubted Benita Sinclair.
She was great.
That's one of the best names I've ever heard.
She was the best caller we've ever heard. And it was an accident.
She's quite dangerous. But apart from that...
She's going around killing people.
Yeah.
But it was an accident. It was the equivalent of a pocket dial. Beautiful. I need to just go to the channel and check to it. Thank you, Amy. Thanking you, sir. Thank you, sir. Got to change the thing here. That was a great. Thank you, sir.
Oh, we're getting doubles.
That was great, wasn't it? That's what it was all about. So change that. Edit panels. So we're getting the new studio.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
It's not really studio, is it? But yes.
No, hang on. On this, no, Catherine, I don't think you understand the rules.
The Isabel wing.
So we're getting a new studio. It's just a camera. Yeah. That's how you do it, right? You want to have a go?
Yeah. We're getting a new studio. We're not. It's just a camera.
See? So we're going to have that set up on Monday, and I'm thinking Monday. Well, let's come up with 4 options of where
we can put it.
The news. Well, I might be getting rid of my guitars. I'm getting rid of the piano. The piano's going, and the guitars. The guitars will apart from my acoustic, because I like to write musicals on that. The other guitars we're going to go in the. One of them's worth $2,500.
Is it?
Monkey's Gretsch. I remember I was still married when I got that. Actually, I think I paid about £1,600 for it. It's probably worth about £2,000. And the marriage was not going great. And it arrived. I was buying a lot of stuff on eBay, and this guitar arrived. And my wife said,
"Donuts."
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Philbert. I said, yeah, it's £1,600. She goes, great. When are you getting rid of it? And I went, right, okay. But she was right. So I'm thinking of getting rid of the guitars, but they're up in the upstairs. They're in the attic room, which no one goes in.
In the music room.
They're in the music room now. The piano. I think I'm getting rid of the piano. I think it's going. It's a shelf, as you said. It's a shelf. It's a dust gatherer. So yeah, that's happening. So Monday we're gonna have a new studio, and no. That's by the by. We've got a new studio on Monday. But also on Monday, we thought we'd like to do part of the show as an outside broadcast.
Oh, did we? It's a bit cold. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'll carry on with the thing. I'll put a jumper on.
So let's have. Pete's called us. Let's call Pete back. So we're going to come up with 4 options of where we could come live from. Peter!
So, had you run out of loo roll then?
Sorry?
Had you run out of loo roll then?
Who's run out of loo roll?
Wet White Man.
Wet White Man. Because, I mean, we've been there. We've all been there.
I haven't been there.
Cats are in the bin.
The cats are in the bin again! We were in the living room earlier on. We had the door open. We're sitting right opposite the kitchen. And I heard this sort of rustling. I said, "Who's that in there rustling about?" Put the big light on. All the cats had managed to get in the cat food cupboard, and they were filling their. If they'd been wearing boots, they'd have been full.
No, here's what happened. She said, "Can you hear a rustle?" And I said, "No." She goes, "There's a rustle out in the kitchen." I said, "No." And so we turned the TV off, and I was really quiet, and so you could hear very faintly. And Geminis are going to have a great time.
That's a
I was
joke for
going
the kids.
I was going to ask Brando Howard, so at least I was a bit more culturally up to date.
Get to the point, Peter. Stop calling me old in your posh way. How you doing, man? Not spoken to you for a while. You're right.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of. Yeah, I'm a bit more leveled out than I have been in the last few weeks. You know, I started sort of new meds, so last week I was very tense and quick to anger.
Okay.
Now
okay, but so when did your mood change? Because I think that's the Peter's default setting, isn't it?
No, normally I'm just anxious and grumpy.
The quick to anger.
Yeah. The fury was new.
The fury. He's going to send forces.
Exactly, it was sharper last week. But yeah, I'm hopefully leveling out a bit. I mean, I spoke to him today. We're going to increase the dosage a bit more. So
I don't use. Why would you? Okay, can I ask you a personal question?
You can try.
Do you use wet? Well, I can ask it. Do you use wet wipes as toilet paper then? Because that's wrong.
No, but if he's run out, then I mean, I don't know what state that car seat's going to be in.
I don't know why you think that the wet wipes are necessarily for an adult's bum.
Well, it's the only explanation I could think of.
Well, quite. Why else would a grown man be naked in his car unless there'd been some sort of spillage?
And why was the other one even mentioned?
It was a wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I mean, can they not just set up a Zoom meeting?
Thank you, Peter. We missed Dave Scott. That was some news story. I've been so excited all day to play that to you because I know that's right up your strata.
Whichever police press officer wrote that up was having a lovely time.
My hair is looking fab, isn't it?
Mine's looking awful. I really need a haircut.
Okie dokie.
Evening.
Hey.
Speaking of people needing haircuts,
Dave Scott.
Scotty.
Hello. All right.
Hello, mate.
So you was hi both. Yes, you obviously talking about Bezic earlier and last night, and obviously the poor lady from the other night got a lot of stick about not knowing the difference between a duck and a fish.
Yeah, that was true.
So I thought I might give you a bit of a test. I know it's not games night, but you know.
We don't. Well, we need to talk about. We don't actually have a plan for the days anymore. The nights. It's all
been thrown.
All up in the air. So we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, okay, go on. Let's have it.
Right. So I've got 6 names. Some are ducks and some are fish.
Okay.
So if we go one at a time. So Ian, if you go first. A ruin. R-O-U-E-N.
Please don't spell it.
Is it a duck or is it a fish?
Please don't spell it. It's a duck.
Cool. Catherine?
Yes.
A gooseneck.
I feel like I'm being led to duck, but... And I'm going to go there. A duck.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
Why?
Mate.
Why?
Why?
Why? That's what leads to confusion to my northern sisters.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Ian. A ling.
Sorry?
A ling.
It's a duck.
Do you want me to spell that one?
No, it's a duck. Next.
No, it's a fish.
No, it's a duck.
Definitely a fish.
Have you seen its feet?
I haven't.
Well then.
So, Catherine, a cayuga.
Cayuga.
All right, we know she's hot, but what, give us the question. Catherine, cayuga.
Is it fish?
It's a duck.
Sorry, are you texting while you're doing this? Are we keeping you from
No,
something?
these are my notes.
Jesus.
These are my notes.
I remember your first
It is
call
a duck.
You were so
We're not
meek and
doing very
mild,
well
and
so
now
far.
the arrogance just seeping. Wasn't it? His first call, he was so lovely. And I thought, what a lovely, gentle soul.
And then we left him on a cruise ship.
Oh, God, just the arrogant, it's cocksureness.
I did have to remember to change that background because I have just been joining every Skype call with that background on it.
Hey, have you seen the Zoom meeting where it's like you found it? What is it?
It's
good. We'll
a lot. A lot of the Americans are doing sort of Zoom.
Is it the judge?
Lawyer meetings? Yeah. So they're doing a hearing on Zoom, and someone's got the cat filter on, and they can't.
And he had
turn it
to
off.
explain he wasn't a cat.
We'll find that in a minute. That is funny, man.
So I've got 2 more to just try and redeem yourselves. So Ian, a silver apple yard. Is it a duck or a fish?
To the answer to my sister's question, no. It's just easier than writing it. But did you notice the people that kept reappearing in the line? Sorry, we're talking about a movie, Dave, because this game is balls.
A silver
fish.
Apple.
Silver apple yard.
Fish.
It's a duck.
Right, this guy's getting on my nerves. He's gone. I'm not in the mood tonight.
I don't think I got one right.
Okay.
Turns out this duck fish thing is trickier than you thought.
Let us find the
lawyers.
The lawyers.
Check out my feed, man.
Can you get? I've
blocked me. I know.
Can you guys hear a buzz? It's hot. I just turned the heater on.
Not the thing because I'm getting. Oh, I know what it is. Bouncing off the disco ball because I get occasional zaps there.
I only got the heat on because the boys are here and they complain.
Yeah, I complain. You don't listen to me.
I don't listen to you. It's not. If you die, I ain't gonna get social services on me. If they die, I'm in big trouble. Social services, their mum, their grandparents, the school, their friends.
Yeah.
God.
General child fans.
Here we go. This is great.
Filter
Hang on,
turned
this is
on.
Great. So this is
On
a judicial
in the
district
video
court.
Recording of live stream is prohibited.
Let's put that up there. Okay, so you can see. Here we go.
And I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're
a
trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but
Poor little cat is so cute.
I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat. We've turned up our volume a little bit, guys. Right. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Let's. I really want to get this show. I want to get this show buzzing. I want to get this show cooking. I want to get this show rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling.
How about you send that link to our guest who's coming on in 3 minutes?
No, he's coming on at 9:30.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot it wasn't 9 o'clock that we'd started. I forgot that we started early. That's embarrassing, man.
Isn't it? It's embarrassing, man. Embarrassing, man. Oh, have you? It's got my new character, embarrassing, man. Oh, bang your mum.
You don't need to do anything.
Okay, McPaul's. Thank you so much for the bits. McPaul's website, by the way. Have you seen his website?
I have seen his website.
The picture's a bit blurry.
Blurred, yeah. But I think
I didn't go beyond the picture because it's bad workman's shit. Workman's shit. 0203 286 6370. Let's get this. Let's do this. I want to get some calls. I really want to get some calls.
That's how you do it. Click at them.
Drop us a follow, guys. Please drop us a follow and drop us a follow. And we've got 49 days to reach a goal, an arbitrary goal that I set because I knew how to do. Let's have the screen full of targets, sub-target bits, followers. Just have the screen full of targets.
Yeah.
So that all of the targets are there.
Yoga targets. That's what I need.
Tyler, big up yourself, Tyler. And Plums. Plums is here. Oh, I'm tired after that start. Let's play some adverts for all the non-subs, for all the scummy non... Oh, actually, I'll be rude about when they've gone. We love everyone, even the non-subs. They are scumbags. Let them go and watch a crappy advert for some shit on Amazon starring James May. I'll watch that crap.
Quiet Bloke says, oh, yeah, number of calls target. No.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
No.
Yes, man.
No, because I really don't care. Hi, Alistair.
Evening.
All right, Savile. So it sounded like evening. Oh.
Right, I think you're going to say no, Ian.
Then let's not do it then.
Does the sentence involve the word poem?
No.
Does the sentence involve the word joke?
No.
Okay, well, let's go.
Proceed then with caution.
It's a bit off the wall, this. Right. All day, I've been trying to set up a new router, which I've bought, to connect to the internet, because this Hi-Fi Streamer recommends a better router.
I don't want to quote Gary Jacobs, the now deceased radio phone-in lawyer, but I don't want your life story. Where are we now?
Basically, this is an appeal to anyone out there who knows how to connect a third-party router to Sky broadband, because I can't do it.
We are not doing a phone-in with love and respect on how to fix your internet. As Dave says, this is not Sky broadband support. Why don't you phone them?
Why don't you Goodle?
Because they don't support, because it's not their router. They'll
Look
say,
on, here you go, look on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Why are you saying names? His phone is by the sink. The mysterious boy's name is by the sink. We don't, no names, no pack drill. Thank you. It will be on YouTube.
Okay, I shall look that.
Thanks very much for your call.
There's always some 12-year-old kid on YouTube that knows.
Let's really ramp things up a little bit. So, but people are asking, what's this donation? We've got the new studio that's coming. Thank you to everybody. We're not going to do this all the time. We're going to do this from time to time, but not all the time. So this will be the last one for certainly for this week. Is we got the new camera, the new studio coming.
Yeah.
We now want to get a PO box number so that you can send us stuff, like letters and stuff.
Nice things.
And you can send us letters and postcards and things like that. So that is what is gonna happen. Dredge.
John.
Sitting at my piano the other day. Yeah. Hello.
Was that Jimmy Durante?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy
No, it was
Durante is coming to town, coming to town.
I'm not sure who he is, but
Schnozzle
Danny
Duran.
Baker used to do him a lot.
He
Yeah.
had a big nose.
Yeah, that's all I know about him, really.
Yeah.
So when are you getting rid of your piano?
When or why, Jimmy?
Yeah, when? Yeah, when? I'll go with that one.
You can't. Here's the thing: you can't give pianos away. You go on FreeCycle or eBay, there'll be pianos for free or a penny. Must collect.
Yeah, you need your own vehicle.
Because you need your own vehicle. Because getting it transported is the expensive part. So I feel really sad about it. I feel sad about putting my guitars out of sight, but it buys us a bit of room down here. And the piano, I played it a lot when I first moved in. I learnt Disney Girls. By the Beach Boys. But I haven't played it for nearly 2 years. And it's just sat there gathering dust. So I'll probably put it up on the internet at the weekend. We was going to go in the garage, but let's just get rid of it.
Your kids wouldn't want to learn to play it or anything like that.
They were having lessons and then they had to stop because of lockdown.
Right. This is a good point, isn't it? You can't have musical lessons anymore, yeah?
Yeah, they were having lessons and they stopped because of lockdown. They are learning, one's learning the trombone and one's learning the clarinet, and that is significantly easier to do remotely on Zoom. With the piano lessons, you kind of need the teacher sat there beside you, and so, it's going.
The only instrument that the only instrument that only kids ever play is the recorder. Once you get older, you never play the recorder ever again. Do you know that?
Very rare. I do like the big recorder.
The trebles.
No, bigger than
bass.
That. No, bigger than that. That big old recorder. Some bands will have a recorder in. XTC use a recorder from time to time.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Kids don't play the recorder at school, though, now, do they?
No, because of paedophiles.
What?
But the recorder was pretty disgusting. I don't know if you ever played it at school, but it used to get full up with phlegm. I'm sorry to use that phrase. I apologise now. I apologise.
You ever see Hugh Thomas play 3 recorders at once?
Who?
Oh, I thought he was... a lecturer at my college.
Oh, Hugh, sorry, not Hugh.
Hugh Thomas.
He was a lecturer at your college.
He was a lecturer at my college, and he got me into doing stand-up. But he was a turn he used to run the King's Head in Crouch End, and he was a turn. And he Emsy's in the house. Hey, Emsy, and let's get a shout out for Emsy, please. You've gifted a sub as well, thank you. And he would do an act where he would play 3 recorders at once.
Oh God, where? How? No. One up there.
Or maybe it was just 2 in the nose.
Okay, good.
I wonder if there's any video of it. I thought you had one up the bang, but that can't be right.
You can't. You might be able to get
Was
one
he-
note, but surely not repeated.
Mr. Savage.
Was he
Bees.
playing different songs with different recorders?
He was playing Q Thomas.
David Turner's is right. Nonsense do ruin everything.
They do. There's Hugh Thomas. Right.
He doesn't look like the sort that put a recorder up his bum.
No, that isn't.
Unless he's got any wet wipes with him, I doubt it.
No, that isn't him. All right, let's see if I can find someone else. Someone, 2 recorders at once, because it is possible.
Does anyone on the chat
There we
know
go.
anyone who can play 2 recorders at once?
Here we go. Here we go. There's a lady doing it, but does she put it up her nose? All right, we got it. We'll play it in a second.
She's double gobbing it.
We'll play it in a second. We'll play it in a second because I want you to watch this, Dredge.
Dear.
Anything else?
Someone broke into my flat and replaced everything with identical replicas. Yeah.
Okay.
That's an old Stephen Wright joke, so if it's not funny, blame him.
I saw Stephen Wright at the Palladium once. Not the
Did you?
Palladium.
He was brilliant.
The Dominion. The
Absolutely
Dominion.
brilliant.
He was great. Thank you, Push Dear, for that. John, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
Miss you.
Let's have a look. Let's have a little look here. So this is how to play 2 recorders at once. So this is
On a sunny day, you could be on the French Riviera.
Find people on YouTube that can show you.
I'd be
and she'll be playing 2 different tunes.
Hello everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. Yes, today we are talking about how to play 2 recorders at the same time.
I like
Wait,
Sarah.
what? Why? Believe it or not, playing 2 pipes at the same time has actually been around for hundreds.
She's talking about recorders or what? Let's just get
She
to
is
it.
talking about recorders,
Let's
yes.
just get to it. I like this vibe. Here we go.
Thumb, meaning that the fingers that actually have to move are very free to do so. However, when you play with 2, suddenly this hand is needed to support and to move.
Just play.
Lenient.
I don't think she
Help
can do it.
with
She's
the
going to run out of
balance,
tape.
but not by tensing up corners, so they're actually at right angles to each other. Notice how better when I shaded this.
She actually thinks someone's going to copy this.
We
rather
just
than
want to see it.
She's curious.
Is in contrary motion. When this hand plays A, this hand will play B.
That's why my computer kept pinging, because somehow my boys have connected their YouTube thing. They get notified on my. Anyway, sorry.
God.
After this, maybe.
Why?
And when my right hand goes to the
Is she
E,
going to play it?
but let's try and put them together. So
There
we
we
have 4 times this contrary motion, and then 1 time. Okay.
She's not going to do it.
So
If
that
I
seems
write to the
like
end
a
of
lot
the
of
video,
effort for not a great payoff.
If you have one that you have really been enjoying.
we get to the end of the video and she doesn't do it. Right.
No. I want a tune.
Pros roast. I want to see some. Are they going to get roasted?
Roasted.
Whoa.
What is
Two set violin.
It's her again on a different
Why am I
channel.
getting anxious?
She's going to roast them.
Like, I don't mean
What's
this
this
to
her
be shame,
again?
but
I think it's so good that they bring classical music to a wider audience, and in general, I like their videos. So,
oh, thank you.
She's saying nice things
Appreciate
about those men,
In
but
general,
I want to play a record.
in
Someone going to play 2
general,
recorders at
except for
once.
this video.
Yes. No.
One tip for Eddie, use the half thumb.
Can someone just play 2 recorders at once, please?
We all know about the half thumb making it squeaky. We all know that.
Jesus.
Come on
This
now.
guy. This guy's going to do it up his nose.
Right.
All right. Let's do it.
I want to see a show.
Oh, he doesn't do it for quite a while. Here we go. Here we go. 2 recorders. There we go. At last. Anyway, my old lecturer could do that.
And he's got introduced the 3rd.
That's up his nose now. Oh! Thank you, Zenkish.
I've heard about these kind of stories from A&E nurses.
It just happened to have a condom on it.
Just fell on it.
That's brilliant, right?
Yeah. How's he not passing out?
He's running.
Don't run. Don't run.
Does he put one up his bum? Oh, he is. He's gonna.
This is going to be the third ban.
He's playing a flipping arena.
Yeah, I would not want to be on the front row.
0203 286 6370. Let's get some phone numbers. We missed Tyler. We missed Tyler. My man Tyler, who we raided the other day. Let's get Tyler. I want Tyler on the show. You can donate £100. Look at that already. Thank you. My God, we're going to get out of a PO box soon. People are going to send us post.
Yes.
Insane.
That'd be great, won't it?
Welcome to the O2
Uh-oh.
Unlucky Tyler. Maybe he's gone to bed. Oh, Tyler's calling in on here. Hey, Tyler.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Good. I just wanted to say, thank you for the other day, by the way. It really made my day. And yeah.
We saw it was tough. For those that don't know, Tyler's a streamer, and let's get a shout out for him in the channel. And I did a daytime raid. And how many people did we bring over in the end?
I think it was around 180 something.
Nice one, man.
Which was amazing.
How many people are you normally getting on your stream?
Well, since you raided me, I'm getting around 15 average now.
Hey, that's brilliant.
Yeah, before I used to get 5 average, before you raided me.
That's what it's all about, man. Is us helping, shining a little bit of light on people that might not get noticed. It was beautiful. You don't have to answer this, but may I ask how old you are?
Oh, I'm 13.
13. Okay. Oh, gosh, I thought 14 or 15. So you're a couple of years older than my eldest boy, and you really reminded me of him. And I just thought the reaction, you watched it, didn't you, Catherine?
Yeah,
you weren't on the show, but you saw it. Mm-hmm. And the reaction was so pure and so, it was a joy. It was my pleasure and my privilege to bring people to your stream.
Yeah, so thank you.
Nice one, man. Keep on keeping on, and maybe we'll do it again sometime.
All right, bro. See ya.
Cheers.
Bye, Tyler.
It was lovely, wasn't it? It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. I thought he was older than that. 13. Okay. 0203 286 6370. We tend not to raid kind of people under 18 on this stream because some of you are a-holes.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't be fair. I think it could be very intimidating. It might sound exciting to a 12, 13, well, you're not supposed to do it if you're 12, 13, 14-year-old thinking, God, 500 people coming in. But we know as adults, the reality of that is...
Yeah, I know how I'd feel if it was my kid.
Yeah. So we almost never raid... There might be, I don't want to say never because there might be extenuating circumstances, but it would be unlikely that we would raid someone under 18 here. In the daytime friends, or if we do a daytime stream, or if I'm pottering a row, something like that. That's a different skillet of fish altogether, and who knows? 0203 286 6370. Emsy plays, there's one of our raids. Sinjin. Sinjin said, Run Jim. Sorry. So it said rim job. £5, thank you. Sinjin said, I've honestly never seen the assholes in your raids. There's a couple. There's the guy, what's the guy's pretend name?
Edgar Winterson.
Edgar Winterson, who goes in, he's here now, he's watching the show.
He's always been banned at some point.
He's watching the show.
He just loitered.
And he'll go into a raid and go, yeah, Kath is a fat slag and Ian's shit. Okay.
And everyone, he's universally ignored, then he buggers off.
It's the weirdest thing. He's here now watching. He can't chat here because he's blocked. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm guessing he thinks that we're upset by it. I don't even notice it until sometimes someone will message me, go, that bloke's there. All right.
Well, out of all the streams you could watch, all the things you could do.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Right, so we should send a Zoom thing to our guest.
For sure, yeah.
I've been trying to do it for ages, and you would not let me. Yes. Would not let me go. Whoa. Oh, then Edgar Winston was in Pete's chat the other night, and what's on the tapes, and he was just there chatting away, and I was in there. And I thought, my God, that's the guy that's about. I'm really rude about my best mate.
You know what it reminds me of? You know if you ever see kids in a schoolyard, right? There's always one who really wants to play but has no way of expressing that, and so instead he'll just go and push someone over.
Yeah.
That kid.
Very peculiar. Very peculiar. Right, I need to schedule that. I need to change the name in our meeting, because I am constantly joining NA meetings or college, and it says Catherine and the bloke, pip, pip, tally ho. For when...
I'm sure it breaks the ice.
Breaks the ice at parties. Oh, that's different.
It is, isn't it?
What? Why?
That's a Google Meet.
Yeah, well, no, it's not Google. No, it's not. It's going into the Google Diary. It's gone into the diary, but I don't know why it's showing like that. Oh, he's done something to my bloody computer. Oh! Gatford, we'll come to you in a second. Sorry, I just got to do this because my sons have done something to my computer. Schedule. Zoom. 9:30. So, participants, hosts video on. Save it. Now that should just... Google Calendar. So it should go into the calendar, and it should give me the link. It's not giving me the link. If I could not find the requested event. That's something there. Oh, jeez. Till, can you talk? I'll call Gatford. You talk to Gatford, but I'll try and work this out, please.
Oh. Babies are fighting.
What's that? You talk to Gatford. I'm going to sort this out.
Gerald.
Hello there, Catherine. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. What can we do for you?
Well, two big things have happened. So number one, today I finally worked out how to get Twitch on the telly.
Oh.
So you're now streaming on my brand new Chromecast, and it looks really good.
Is it?
So it's like watching you. It's like Ian's back on telly.
In so many ways, except better.
Yeah.
Except better.
Without, but I don't get adverts, so it's like normal telly.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations. I'm glad that one of your dreams has come true today.
It is. And the other thing is, I've obviously achieved my medical degree because Ian's having problems with his ears, as I
was
heard.
trying to sort this out because I can't.
Oh, he's taking his earpiece out. What a coincidence.
Can't get this.
Yeah, funny that.
Yes.
So I wondered whether anyone else would like any ear advice from Dr. Gatters.
What's your specialism apart from it's?
Well, I think the
is it the outer ear or the inner ear? Or?
I think traditionally this area you go for ear, nose, and throat. So I'm happy to answer any questions on any of the above.
Those three orify, yes.
Those three orify, indeed. Suitable, except the throat for playing the recorder with.
Gosh, I mean that gentleman is asking for some kind of sprain, isn't he?
As you say, you wouldn't want to be sitting in the front row without a pack of wet wipes, would you?
God. Also, oh God. But yes, I see exactly what you mean. Well,
people paid to go and see that. Do you realise that?
I'm imagining it was some sort of variety performance. I don't think you could sustain that all night.
I've cut him off. Have you got Mark's?
Yeah, I'm showing it to you.
Email. Compose.
Boom.
You can talk while I'm typing.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm entranced. I'm entranced by it. So you're watching the Late Night Alternative, TLNA, that's what it stands for. This is Ian Lee. I'm not. I'm Catherine Boyle, and we've been doing this for a little while now, but every night is different. We usually have themed nights. Like yesterday, we watched Shonky Old Shows. That stayed. But from now on, I think we're going to change things up a little bit. And we will be talking to you from a new wing on Monday, which I'm quite excited about, thanks to your donation. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we've got a new wing being built because of you, thank you. This is to ask, we want to get a PO box number so that we can receive mail. Thank you. But so I thought we could, we also, as well as the new wing, we're going to be doing an outside broadcast. And I reckon if we give 4 options to the viewer as to where we could come from, and they can then vote on the options. So let us start. Since we've changed, it's not there. So I'm going to start a poll.
It seems like the right way to do it.
Where is poll? Manage your poll. So we're going to add that. Manage a poll. So, new poll. Where
should we do it?
Shall we broadcast from on Monday? So, number 1, a folk music club.
Oh.
Catherine?
Number 2.
This is going to run for a while.
Number 2. Safari Park.
Safari Park.
Yeah.
3. Outside Buckingham Palace.
Oh, that's nice. At the palace.
Number 4. Number 4, Catherine.
Number 4.
At least you could do it from Viewer's House. That could be number 5, actually.
Yes.
Number 5, Viewer's House.
What about
Space some suggestions there.
the library? No. Dracula's Castle? No. The car park where the naked driver was found? We don't want to risk that.
No.
What about Desert Island or something?
Desert Island. Or something, and then that gives us
Yeah.
plenty of leeway to do something completely different if we change it.
Yeah.
You've got 10 minutes, dear viewer. Hello?
In one of Jelly's video, he was telling Slogan and Crane to shush, and he edited Nico saying that someone to shush.
Okay. And you don't think that you'd like to watch me and Catherine do our show? You never think... You don't... You don't know. So you're watching... Who are you watching? Nick A30? You're watching Jelly on... And you don't want to watch... Which is pre-record video. You don't want to watch your dad and his best mate, the mother of one of your best friends. You don't want to watch them doing their show? Their award-winning show? I mean, you can shrug your shoulders.
I think he's saying no, but he doesn't want to hurt your
You're saying
feelings.
no. You're saying... Am I cool?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't want to watch me? No. Okay, do you want to walk home?
All
All I do is Zoom people. Do you want to walk home to your mother's? Now, you should go. It's quite a long walk. She should probably start walking now. No shoes. Good night, little boys. What an absolute melt. Those guys.
They really are.
King Mike UK, thank you.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
apparently all we do is Zoom. All we do is Zoom people.
We don't just Zoom, but
We don't
do Zoom.
just Zoom people. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone. I'm not telling. Jelly is a YouTuber. I don't really like him. And you always talk like that. I'm Jelly. What are you? Oh, okay, Jelly. If you don't want to kill me, you don't have to do that. That is Craner. Okay, everybody, right? We're going to do Minecraft, and every time we dig, we grow an inch. Slogan man. What do you mean we grow an inch? Okay, Jelly, if you don't want to kill me, I'd like it if you didn't kill me, Jelly. If you knew Craner, that is such a good impression of him.
Spot on, is it?
Okay, Jelly, if you don't want to kill me, I'd like it if you didn't kill me, Jelly, please, thank you. 0203
And yet, these people are multi-millionaires.
Multi-millionaires, kids. 0203 286 6370. So, the vote is up there. Where should we broadcast from on Monday? Folk Music Club, I think will be a great idea because...
It was his.
It was mine, and I can write songs there. Safari Park, outside Buckingham Palace, Viewer's House, Desert Island, or something.
Yeah.
Jelly does my head in as well. So we don't know. So before we had a plan for the week. Mondays were shonky old shows.
Yes. Tuesdays.
Tuesday Club.
Yeah.
Wednesday was Hudo, then Going for Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday was that silly quiz that we do.
Yeah.
And Friday...
Judge
Boyle stays. Judge Boyle stays.
Things
And
important.
Shonky Old Show stay. Monday and Friday stay. It means we've got 3 days up for grabs. Now you're asking, well, how did that come up with those 5? I dreamt them. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I had a doze in the afternoon. I woke up and went, I know what we have to do. Yes. Text it. I know what we have to. Either phone or text. It was one form of communication using electronic devices. I know what we have to do. We have to theme days, and I think I had 4 of them. And I didn't. I think it was Wednesday that I didn't have. I had 3 or 4 of them. I can't rely on that technique again. I cannot rely on the dreams again.
No, notoriously difficult, aren't they?
So we need some suggestions for what we could do for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Because I think having a theme, just a little peg.
I mean, we didn't. It wasn't the entire show. It was just something to, like you say, a little peg, a little skeleton there that we could hang other things on. Gosh, that's a macabre image, isn't it?
Yeah.
A Christmas tree that we could hang other decorations on, if you will.
So if there's any ideas, Theatre Night with some Sky Arts. There was another call out to Alan Bezic last night going, I was watching Channel 11. 1-1. Thank you, CJPJ3000. That's appreciated. And I'm tempted to change the follower goal to 1 million. Let's aim big.
Well,
let's aim big, Catherine.
1 million. Okay.
I think we're aiming.
But you want achievable goals in the first instance, right?
Yeah, 1 million. Did the Beatles think they would sell 1 million singles?
No, but they did think they were going to the toppermost of the poppermost.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Right, so manage the goal. So we're going to.
King Pigeon 123 says Wednesday bum night. Too soon, King Pigeon.
No, we're not doing. Come on, guys.
No more bum nights.
Come on. So remember 15,442. Right, so we're going to go there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 15,000. What was it?
442.
All right, 42. A follower. This is followers. It's not subs. Follower goal, and I reckon by the 8th of March.
Donuts.
Thank you very much. Basically, Ben GB.
Thank you.
So 03, 08, because it's America. So that's 2021. Here we go.
Oh my.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, I feel deflated.
We can do it. We can do it. We can aim. Dream big. Dream big. We've got 1.54% of our goal. That's more than some people have. That's more than some people have.
Yeah.
Dream big.
Yes.
If you're new here, we've got 26 days to reach our follower goal of 1 million. 1 million.
George.
Get out of that pizza box.
It's exactly where he is.
By the way, the PO box is £360. Need to copy that. It's £360. That's what that is. So we can put that there. Paste. There we go. Oh, I've done it there. So that got to go down below there. So it's just donation goal. So it's £360. There we go. We can see it all there. So that's good. Okay, so we're gonna get 1 million followers. I'm pleased about that.
You reckon?
If we don't try, Catherine, we ain't gonna do it, is we? Hey,
Gertrude.
My mum used to say something terrible to our cat.
Yeah.
Racist. Because we had a black cat. Used to say something racist. Not the N word, but used to say something racist to Toby. Do you remember Joe? Here's the thing, right? When my wife's doing her, my ex-wife, the boy's mum, is doing her job. She sometimes works from home.
Yeah. Silence, is there?
Do you ever hear a little voice on the 1 o'clock news going, yeah, I'm just watching Jelly?
Just wanted to fill you in on the viewing.
Do you ever listen to the news on Radio 4 and you just hear fighting in the background? You know what I'm saying? Respect me.
I know.
Respect me.
I get the same. They don't even interrupt when he's watching the football, right? He's watching the telly. He's fine. He's left in peace, perfect peace. I'm doing stuff, important stuff, business, taking care of business.
When you say taking care of business, does that mean...
Actual business, not mucky business.
We are soft touches to our kids. It is time.
I don't think they respect our jobs.
It is time to up our game.
I think they just think we come on here and piss around all
This, well, they think we just come on here and Zoom people. We don't, because no one's calling in. Jeez, respect us. Respect our ways, our wily ways. I've got all their email addresses open. I don't want their emails open. I don't even know what that whose email that is.
Oh, they've got a very busy work life.
Okay, there we go. 0203 286. The cats are getting on my nerves.
Could you stop with that pencil, please?
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Let's get some calls, guys. Let's get some calls. That's what I want. Is I really want to get some calls.
Maybe you put a goal bar and people will start phoning.
I might do actually. Does anybody know anything about the Stream Elements Dream Team?
Oh yeah.
Stream Elements Dream Team. And I'll tell you for why. You know we did that raid game the other day, right?
Yeah. Raid Legends.
Raid Legends. Great game. We made dollar on that because of you. Because 390 of you downloaded that game and played it past the demo tutorial. We made dollar on that. Catherine made $2,000. She wasn't even involved in it, right? And then the dude from Stream Elements Dream Team said, "We'd love to talk to you about you becoming a partner of Stream Elements Dream Team." Okay. So I spoke to this lovely guy. They're based in Israel. Jesus. How do I turn off the notifications for my boys' things? And so I had this lovely Skype Google Meet with our contact in Israel. Mm-hmm. And it was great because he's in Israel and he's telling me about Israel. And I look out the window and it's chucking it down with snow. And so basically he wants us to join the Dream Team. And what that would mean is we get like emotes and stuff like that. I don't give a stuff about that crap. But then we would be put forward for more sponsorships. Could be a lot of energy drinks coming your way.
Oh, what's this? Sinjin saying, I told you to look into SE the other day and you said, I don't listen to you ever, Sinjin.
I don't even remember that conversation.
No, you weren't listening.
But what it means is I currently use Streamlabs, as you saw me yesterday. I would have to move everything from Streamlabs over to Stream Elements. Apparently it's quite easy. And it's not a scam, is it? Bearing in mind, I almost gave over my Facebook page the other day to someone who reckoned he could give me $600 a day.
And this is having wrestled it back from scarf sellers in, where was it, Vietnam?
Yeah.
I mean...
So, Streamlabs Dream Team...
Sinjin's putting a shirt on, he's going to
I think it's legit. And this guy's, if we haven't been paid for the Raid Legends yet, once we get paid, then we know he's legit. I'm sure he's legit. It does mean giving over a little bit of... They would have control of some of the graphics on the screen in case we were doing a thing for toilet tissue, and they could come on and maybe change the graphics for the toilet tissue and stuff. So I think we might.
Shadow on my face. Continue.
Think we might do that. I think we might just do that.
Yeah.
Mark says, fast forward a month, you're both drinking Monster, wearing Monster caps and bigging up drift racing. Well, he did say, is there anything you wouldn't advertise? I went, apart from booze, but I don't think you'd be doing that. I said, no. And he said, and then he started talking about energy drinks. And I did think, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You can walk off when I'm doing my...
I don't think... First of all, I don't even want you to pretend that you're on an energy drink.
Wet wipes. My day was great, Plums. Thank you, man. So I think we're going to do that. So I know Sinjin's going to give us a call in a bit. Sinjin is a great streamer, one of our friends from America. Let's get a shout out for Sinjin's channel. Worst thing you've said, tissue. That's what you said, tissue. What do you say? Tissue. Tissue. It's a tissue of lies. It's not. It's tissue.
George, will you leave that? He's in the pizza.
What could you get it? Wait, you dirty little git. It's going to go in the bin. I was going to eat it, but actually I'm trying to lose a bit of weight. So it's
Get rid.
I'm gonna put it in the bin. I'm only joking. Not you, George. I kicked your leg.
Oh man, it's all going. George, you see what you've done? Actually, it's our fault for introducing pizza into the mix. Sorry, everyone. Just bear me a second. Just bear with me a moment. While I fix my Jean-Michel Jarre type effects. George. There we go. Beautiful.
Thank you, Molly. Sorry about that, mate.
That's all right. That's all right. You're not responsible for George's actions.
Hey, sit down. I'm going to try and bring Big Boy on. Hello,
Here
darling.
he comes. Do you want to see Big Boy?
Can I pick you up? Can I give you a cuddle? Look who I've got. Look who I've got.
We are honoured.
It's my little boy. Hello, Biggers. It's Big Boy. He's hiding. He gets a bit shy, so he puts his head in there.
He looks like a puppet.
Don't know what I'm caught on. You're going to have to... Look.
Got it.
It's Big Boy. He's shy. Hello, Biggers. Hello,
Oh, there he is. Look how beautiful he
He
is.
doesn't know how to be. He's been quite scratchy today because I tried to brush him. There we go. Here we go, darling. Remember Big Boy Cam? And how we would catch glimpses of him? He now lets me.
And then he would run away.
Are you shy?
Big Boy.
Are you shy? It's really tense between him and the other cats.
Oh, look at that.
You want to talk to St. John? I won't be able to hear him because I haven't got my headies in yet.
Oh, look at that.
Let me turn that background off. Hang
Yay!
on. Let's turn that background off. Hang on.
Give me a second, I'll call you right back.
He's going to call us right back.
Okay, let's turn that background off. Settings. Hey, Big Boy, can you stroke Big Boy's head for a second?
Oh, you are a good boy, Big Boy.
There we go.
Now, this cat would not come anywhere near human beings. Nowhere near.
He's not feral, he was stray. He was stray for a long time.
Can you see?
Hey,
was
look.
Very close to feral, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can. That came so quickly. I'm really pleased.
Could you pass me one of my ear pods? And
It came in like a day. It was
this
crazy.
is amazing. 2
Catherine
weeks ago, I
Boyle's
couldn't
art.
even
Buy
get close to
Catherine
him.
Boyle's art.
There you go. You got it?
Can he hear me yet?
He's gonna.
It's gonna go. Where are you going? You off? You off? Are you gonna?
Gonna go
You
laps.
just want to get comfy. He's on my lap. Hey, St. John.
Hello.
Talk to me, man.
So, what do you think?
As far as the stream elements thing, I
Aha,
think we
yeah.
should do it.
Really?
For sure, yeah. So, I don't know how you guys got your Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. I guess it was just straight through Raid by itself.
No, it's through Stream Elements. He got in touch and it's just right, Dad. It's all right. It's just a microphone. It's just a
Because that's
microphone.
how mine was. Mine was through Stream Elements too. I had one through them. That's why I was surprised that you got one because I didn't think that you used Stream Elements.
Well, I don't.
It's very confusing now.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, I definitely think that you should go through Stream Elements, have things set up. The overlays can look a lot
can't hear St. John
sleeker
very well.
than
Yeah.
Streamlabs.
Yeah. Huh?
So they can't hear him very well.
Oh, they can't hear him. Oh, I've turned him down.
Hello?
There we go. Now you can hear.
Hello?
They can hear. It's my
Okay.
fault. So I'm trying to do the cat.
Oh, so yeah, Stream Elements I think is a lot better than Streamlabs. I was trying to tell Ian this before. Catherine, you're reasonable, so I'll talk to you. Streamlabs is good for like newer streamers. There's like very simplified widgets. It's very good for newer streamers. Stream Elements I think is like the way to go because it gives you a lot of customization options, and it has that whole sponsorship thing. They're supposed to be doing like hardware sponsorships too soon, which could be cool.
Well, he was saying like phones and all kinds of bits, but the Streamlabs Dream Team,
Stream Elements,
Stream Elements Dream Team. That's a legit thing. I'm not about to sign up for a scam, am I?
No, it's not a scam. Streamlabs I think has one too, but I've only heard of the Stream Elements one.
Okay.
It's similar. I don't think it's called the Dream Team, but yeah.
Here's the thing: we're not used to nice things happening without without kicking the balls, are we? So we're just waiting for it to happen.
You're not going to get kicking the balls. It's exposure for them. It's exposure for them. It's exposure for like the sponsors that they have. So.
Okay, well that's reassuring.
He was telling me that Raid Legends, they have such a huge budget, and that's why there are hundreds of streamers every month just pushing that game.
I was surprised that I got it. I think it's because of you guys, but I was very surprised that I got it.
Well, you didn't get it after us, though, did you?
Yeah, I got it after you guys rated me the first time in September, so it's your guys' fault. So thank you.
Nice one, Matt. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. You off, Biggest?
Yeah, they're very cool. They're very cool. I say do that. If you have any questions about stream elements in general, I can help you guys.
Okay.
I know a lot of things about things.
Right, well, that's good to know, because we know nothing about anything.
No. Nice one, man. Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's great. I love you guys. You guys look good, refreshed, cute. Flamingo shirt. I like it.
Oh, thanks very much. Thank you. I'm absolutely shattered at the moment, so I'm glad that it's not showing.
No, it's not at all. You look glowing, both of you.
Thank you, man. Nice to see you.
All right, bye-bye. Love you
Talk to
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye. I've lost my cursor. Where's the cursor gone? It's there. Big boy is very nervous. He's very jumpy. So he was stray, probably from a very young age. Something has happened to him because he's very nervous around humans. And if I move suddenly, he will go. I just went to give him if I can go down there. Can I have a kiss? See, look, he flinches. Mustn't be scared of him when I touch him there. He flinches.
And when you're stroking him, as you lift your hand to do the next stroke, he'll sort of flinch.
Yeah.
So God knows what's happened to this poor
But we're
thing.
getting there. We're getting there, aren't we? You're such a beautiful little boy.
And we thought he was old, didn't we? We thought he was this sort of old Tom that used to
probably
prowl
about-
around the neighbourhood. He's a baby.
He's probably about 20 months now. Little boy. He doesn't know how to be a cat. So what's interesting is he's been watching the other cats, how they sleep, how they bathe, how they sit on me, getting stroked. And he just sits there and watches. Then after a while, he comes and I'm just moving this. I'm moving something behind you. He started kind of copying their behaviour. And he's not quite got it all yet. He doesn't know how to sit on you. He sits I'm having to hold him on with my other hand because he doesn't really know how to sit. But he's such a beautiful little boy. He was all wiry. His fur was horrible. It was like a Brillo pad. And just through stroking, not through brushing, he's getting very, very soft. He's still got some matted bits in some places. And it's so tense, but it keeps kicking off with the other cats. He lives in the house. He stays in here at night time. He's been in here for about two weeks now, I think. Because I kept him for 7 weeks after I caught him and then let him go and he vanished. He didn't come back. Then he would come back once a week, then twice a week, then 3 times a day. And now he just kind of lives here, don't you? But then he goes out in the day but sits by the cat flap and none of the other cats go out. It's the weirdest.
It's a little standoff.
Well, you need to have a big old scrap, don't you? And sort it out. Because George was the big man, now he's not. You're kind of in control, but the Mucky is not happy with that. So you guys need to
But
sort it out.
it's funny, there's been a sort of rejigging of the hierarchy even with the cats that were living here before, hasn't there?
Yeah.
So it used to be that the older girls ruled the roost and then the little cats came along, the ones that haven't really grown, the forever kittens. And they knew their place, didn't they? And then all of a sudden George started getting big for his boots.
Yeah.
And the other...
Everyone used to pick on George when George first came.
And then the girls gave way to him, didn't they? Now there's a big boy in town.
So beautiful. Poor little boy. He does need a good brush because he's always still got matted bits and little lumps and probably got some ticks. I think there's some ticks on him somewhere, but we're okay for now. We're okay for now. You're hiding your face. Cats communicate with each... Oh, my youngest downloaded an app that he said could translate what animals said, and then he said, it doesn't work, you've got to pay. And
Oh, man.
Plum says, do you guys prefer cats or dogs? That would
Come
be
on
a
now.
that would be a timeout. Because we prefer cats. It's a cat-friendly stream. I'm not feeling much of a vibe at the moment. From me, personally.
No, it's very quiet. And, I'm not right at the moment.
You're not. You were a bit poorly when you came today, weren't you?
I feel so tired, but I guess it's because I'm sort of with the girls all day and then coming out at night and getting in gone midnight is going to catch up with me, and I think it's caught up with me a bit.
Yeah.
But there's no sign of any kind of... There's no sign of any let up in that, so I'm going to have to deal with it.
St. John says, imagine having the tech to talk to animals and putting it behind a paywall.
Aren't they cruel?
Yeah, I mean, it's harder here because I've got the kids. And I mean, they got in bed with me about 7:30 this morning.
Donuts.
Thank you. You off, Biggest? Thank you, darling boy. Thank you, Cole, for the subscription. 26 days to go to get to 1 million followers. We can do it. If you're new here, drop us a follow, spread the word, please. Thank you very much indeed. And so I kind of went to bed for a couple of hours today. I kind of able to do that, but I was trying to study as well, and I went out. I had to go. I just don't quite feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I enjoyed having time off last week. Is what I'm trying to say. I enjoyed having time off. I feel I need to come. One of the reasons. Here we go. One of the reasons. We haven't got any photos, David. We haven't got any photos. We haven't got anything we can say. I'm sorry. One of the reasons follower goal bar has gone weird. Why? Why is that weird? We've got 1.5% of our target of 1 million. One of the reasons we did the themed days was because we found it helpful for us because it kind of gave us some material.
Yeah.
However loose that was. And now we haven't got any material. So we've got nothing to do or say. And I feel like everything I've said so far is a bit forced.
No, but you're forgetting that this is just about hanging out with each other.
No. I'm not forgetting that at all. No, I'm not forgetting that at all. Okay. But I do. No, my statement stands true. It feels like everything I've said feels a bit forced.
Okay.
That's what it feels like to me. Now, it probably doesn't sound like it. It just sounds like freaking gold. It sounds like freaking gold. But to me, it feels a bit forced.
I mean, we're going to speak to Mark in a bit, which will be lovely because he's great company.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some prank calls.
What?
We're going to do some prank calls. Let's get some classic prank calls going, like the old days, like the 90s. I want to like the 90s, like the Jerky Boys. Let's be the Jerky Boys. I want to be the Jerky Boys. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Let's start jerking like the Jerky Boys. Let's just do some. So we're going to find out pest control, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. We'll do prank call. This is great. This is the pest control in NYC, New York City, America. Let's just have a little bit of fun. Lighten up. Let's get a prank call going. Here we go. Here we go. A bit of fun. It's a little bit of a prank call. It's a little bit of fun. The Jerky Boys.
Thank you for calling. Press 1 if you are a new customer. Press 2 if you are an existing customer.
I don't know where the keyboard
There,
is.
the bottom, middle.
All right. 1, new customer.
Thank you for calling.
You're
For
welcome.
quality of service, this call may be recorded.
This is fun.
Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative.
What I'm going to say. This is pest control, right? So this is going to be fun. This is going to be so much fun. It's just going to be so much fun. I'm trying to get into the thing. I don't know what I'm going to say. Loads of you use the dial-up app. I got 3 calls on it. I was too scared to answer it. Talk about them a minute. Let's focus on this. Everyone was using the dial-up that Milky Daniel recommended. I had 3 calls on the dial-up app and I couldn't answer them. I was too scared. Here we go. This is going to be fun.
They're not going to pick up.
They're going to pick up. And press the button.
Hi, thank you for calling Pest Control. This is LaShonda.
Hi there. Is that pest control?
Yes, well, this is Rest Easy Pest Control, or also in some areas, Hello Pest Control.
Hello, pest control. Do you deal with mice?
Hi there. Yes, we do.
How much to get rid of some mice?
Well, sir, I just need to start with some information here, just to get an idea of, the issue that's got going on in your home. To start, what is the size of your home, or I could also look it up here with the address. Do you know the approximate square footage?
It's about. I don't know the square footage. No. It's mice.
Okay. If I may, what is the address?
What?
Did you just bury that there? You could have told her a funny address there.
She thought I had mice. Two things. She thought I lived in New York and I had mice. Neither of those things are true. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Oh, let's do another one. Let's do another prank call. Oh, let's go as far. Let's do another prank call. Oh, this is brilliant, man. I'm loving this. This is what we need. Prank calls. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going. So that was good. So she thought. So we got two things past her. She thought I lived in New York. It's 9:20. It's 9:20. Bedtime's 9.
You realised, all right.
It's 9:20. Turn everything off, please. Doing some prank calls.
Oh God, my legs.
Go, come on, come on, go, because we're working.
Well.
Excuse me, number 2.
Working.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Unbelievable.
Good night.
We just saw you. You just stood up in shot and we saw you. Right. So that was one. Okay, this is we're going to do it now.
Oh God.
Here we go. Do you want to do one?
No.
Okay, I'll do it. I got it. This is brilliant. This is flipping brilliant.
Thank you for calling Broadway Pest Services. For our service department, please press 3. For retail and UPS pickups, please press 4.
She's going to be great.
Good afternoon, Broadway. It's Anthony speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, Anthony. My name's Tony as well. You deal with pests, yeah, man?
We do. How can I help you today?
I got some pests that are getting right on my nerves. I need them sorted out as soon as possible. You can deal with any pests, right?
We can. How many bedrooms is your apartment, please?
My apartment is 3 bedrooms, and in 2 of the bedrooms is where the pests are residing. They're my 2 little boys. They're age 9 and 11.
Okay, and how can I help you today?
These kids are doing my nutting. They're the biggest pests going in the business. They're asking me to do their homework for them. They're asking me to play the video games with them. They're asking me to feed them. They're asking me to give them water.
Are you having any issues or problems with roaches, mice, water bugs, bed bugs, anything like that?
No, it's the kids. They're pests, the biggest pests on the planet. Can you help?
Have a good day, sir.
Yes, man!
He did not appreciate your
Yes,
humour.
man!
He did not appreciate that one.
Yes, man! That's what the show needed.
Are you all right?
Can I say something to you that's inappropriate?
No. 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 Oh, no. 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 No.
I just pranked that guy.
Don't think you did.
I pranked the guy. Look at the giant cat. I just pranked the guy. Yeah, and
You just got raided by Lenny Beige and you were doing that.
Lenny Beige. Yeah. Thanks for the raid, Lenny Beige. We're doing prank calls, pretending we're the Jerky Boys, like it's 1996. The Jerky Boys. Where's my De Niro pen? These kids really are pests.
Oh, I moved it over there with his things.
All right, don't worry about it. Welcome, Lenny Beige. Let's give a shout out for Lenny Beige. Show
Big
his friend.
up
Let's
yourself.
Let's get him on the show soon. We've got 2 targets. Enough money to get a PO box number, and we are so close to getting 1 million followers. It really is enough. Lenny Beige, thank you.
We're nowhere near getting 1 million.
Give me a company. I will prank them. I will prank call them. They will not know what the fudge has happened to them. I'm feeling powerful. Let's just call someone and prank them. Let's just call someone and prank them. Let's do it.
But have a plan, though. Don't just go on there and be
I've just done 2 prank calls. The first one, the lady thought I was in America.
She didn't.
She did. I did an American accent.
You didn't.
And the second one, a guy got pissed off with me.
Yeah, I think he was pissed off to start with, but he did not
okay.
improve his day.
Pete says prank 999. Controversial.
No.
Controversial.
It's frowned upon.
Controversial.
Mhm.
Controversial, Pete. I just want to phone people. I just want to phone people
Yeah, we
now.
should stop now.
I just want to phone them
we should stop.
and tell them things that are not true.
No, don't do that now.
If you do get 1 million followers in this night, you can wake us up.
Okay, I don't think we're going to get a million followers. We've got 15,448, but we'll try. Brush your teeth, please. You have to have a bath or a shower tomorrow because that's 2 days now.
Oh.
Don't know what I'm talking about.
Is that all?
5 for me. 02. Let's just get the Zoom. Let's just see if... tell us about our guest, please. Tell us about our guest.
Our guest is Mark Mason, and he...
Who? Get someone else. Okay, Mark Mason.
What? Why are you saying it like that? Are you
Mark
pranking
Mason.
me now?
I prank I'm the prankster.
Just can't
I'm
stop.
the prankers pranksters.
Our guest is Mark Mason, right? He did Walk the Line, various other books. He is the king of trivia. He's got a brain full of facts that you would never guess at and would never remember, and yet he's full of them. He's also been doing something for The Spectator. He's not working on a book at the moment, he tells me.
Lazy.
But he's doing a bit for The Spectator every week, such as...
Lazy. What's a lazy man?
Such as this. In 1918, British women over the age of 30 received the vote, right? Comedian Frank Skinner had a mother who always voted Labour.
That was him. That's why you sent me that.
And a father who always voted Conservative. So they agreed between them.
Me that?
It's background. They agreed between them that they wouldn't vote because they just cancelled each other out. Well, Skinner recalls that one day, after an election, Mum confessed that she'd voted and Dad went nuts. Mark Mason knows that. He wrote it down. He's put it in The Spectator.
Does he know it or does he make that up? Sometimes I think about Mark. He knows so much stuff most of it can't be true.
I think most of it is true, but I've never fact checked him because it's just too. He's like a fact. Yes, he's like a fact machine gun, isn't he?
How about calling Cundy and Goldstein? Who? That's the stairs.
Oh, I've got a lot here. I've got too much. I've got too much.
Here's the thing: you don't have to drink it all.
I do.
You do not have to drink it all. You can leave at any time.
I can't really though, can I? Go back to what?
0203 286 637. So some of you use that dial-up app that Milky Daniel recommended.
Why would you? Why would you? You know you're just going to get Daniels.
I would love to know if if you got a call and who you spoke to, because I had 3 calls come up and I just bottled it. I couldn't handle it. And so I left it and I didn't answer.
It's not for the socially awkward, is it?
I don't like phone calls at the best of times.
So why would you sign up? I told you you'd regret it.
I thought I'd like phone calls.
No.
I thought I would like...
You don't even like phone calls from people you like.
I don't really. I'm not a fan. I dislike the phone immensely. Immensely. 0203 286 6370 if you want to give us a call. You're very welcome. We will not be taking calls when our guest is on, but until then... and we're not going to take calls from withheld numbers because
it always leads to trouble.
Quite often those guys want to say racially offensive words, and we do not like racially offensive language.
We dislike it intensely.
We dislike it. The Skype is on, Jerry.
So use it.
You should do
Don't
a head-to-head
abuse it.
game of chess live on Twitch with Dom Jolly. No. Not very good at chess. I like chess, but I'm not very good at it. I'm not going to go out play against Dom Jolly. If you paint the white triangle red, you can show some dirty movies. That's a reference for the British people of a certain age.
Gosh.
How can you not like phones call and do?
How can you not like phones call and do?
Then their next comment is, how can you?
How can you?
Cute Cat's in an awesome show. You and Catherine are the best, from David Ward.
Thanks, David Ward.
Thank
Appreciated.
you, David. What does TLNA stand for, says Julie? The Late Night Alternative.
Yeah.
It was a radio show that we did on a radio station that's now run by arseholes. What's the number? 02. Well, we're going to go to a guest in a minute, Jerry, and a guest is going to take precedence over any of you lot. What do you mean, what's the number? 0203 286
Yeah.
637.
Oh, I remember that bit every time. I just don't remember the other bit.
Okay.
The beginning bit,
comes.
which is quite important.
Here he comes.
Look at his face.
Now, he might not be able to. We might have an issue in that I want to punch him and then kiss him. No, that I might have set this
I think
for the wrong.
he can hear you.
Oh, can he?
Yes.
Bugger. Hello, Mark.
I can hear you, Ian, if you can hear me.
Hey, man, it's nice to see you.
Now, just so that you're not too alarmed. I heard that you wanted to punch me, but I didn't join in time to find out why you wanted to punch me. Have I done something wrong? If it's technology and me, I may well have done something
I
wrong.
said I wanted to punch you and I wanted to kiss you.
He's just got He's just a confused man.
Mark, it's so lovely to see you. And
Likewise, Ian and Kath, how you doing?
Good. We got in touch with you because someone phoned up yesterday. One of our callers phoned up and was talking about Walk the Line, saying that they had he read it recently?
He'd read it because he'd heard you talking to us on the radio station.
Yeah, and he
wanted to complain that you'd recommended this
he
terrible
wants to punch
book.
you and kiss you. And we both went, oh my God, why haven't we asked Mark on the show? It was like a huge glaring error.
I've been waiting.
He sat in that. It looks like your attic. Is this an attic office that we're seeing?
It sort of is, and the reason I've chosen this angle is that picture you can see there is not actually a Walk the Lines picture. It's a, you know that they do it in wrapping paper in the sort of more expensive card shops and gift shops, which is actually so beautiful as wrapping paper that no one ever uses it. They just frame it.
Yes.
You know, you get old maps of things and different types, you know, old printouts from encyclopedias and things. And that is one that someone found for me when not the Walk the Lines book, I did another book that was based around postcode areas of the UK. One fact per postcode area. That's a map of London split up into its postcode areas. So I don't know what detail you've got, but you might be able to make out the river, but it says where SE is and where SW is and where W is and all that sort of thing. So it took us back to one of our previous chats, Ian, and I thought of you.
First question. Well, the first time we met was when I was filling in for not Gary Crowley, the other guy.
Yes, Robert Elms on BBC London.
Robert Elms on BBC London, and it was a strange old week, and you were one of the guests on it. And that was for Walk the Lines, wasn't it? The book where you walked every London Underground station, but on the ground, overground.
Above ground. That was it. Yeah, I think it must have been that. It was either that or it was the one afterwards, which was Move Along Please, which was Land's End to John O'Groats by local bus. But I've got a feeling that if it was 2011, which I think it was Walk the Lines. So yes, it was one of my deeply intellectual books packed full of trivia. Yeah.
And you came back from BBC London and said, I found this guy and he's written this book, and you explained it to me, and I went, what, really?
Yeah, it sounds dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounded dry as. And you went, no, bear with me. And you came on and wowed us. It was brilliant.
Well, no, but then you came on to BBC Three Counties as a guest to talk about how expensive funerals were, and I hadn't really read the script, and I went, Mark, it's not that Mark Mason, is it?
Kath knew it was me. You knew it was me, Kath, didn't you? Because you'd got in touch to set it up. So I think you knew it was me, but you hadn't told Ian or something.
No, I don't think it was me that set it up.
I don't think it was.
I would have left a list of things to do and gone home, which was what you do when you're the early morning producer.
But we kind of keep crossing paths. We're all over the place here. Let's get back to basics because we've got a load of people just joining us from a raid from Lenny Beige. This is Mark Mason. Mark Mason is a writer, knows trivia and writes books that contain lots of trivia, but delivered within an interesting format. We mentioned Walk the Lines, which is where you decided to walk all of the London Underground, but you walked it overground. The postcode book where you had a fact about each postcode, but it's really interesting. And you mentioned the bus book, Move Along Please. That is my favourite of all of them. That's the one that even now, several years later, I just keep thinking back to it. Because you travelled from Land's End to John O'Groats on bus, but not National Express. It was like you get the number 43 as far as it would go, then you change and you get the number 192B, and you did it like that. And I that's the one that every now and then I will find myself thinking about you on a bus in the middle of nowhere. I really, really do.
Oh, cheers, Ian. That's really sweet because not no one, but that tends to be the one that people don't latch onto because there's something sexy about the tube. There's something not sexy about postcodes, but everyone sort of knows their own postcode area. But there's something about buses that just doesn't seem to, it hasn't got the sexiness of the tube. And but it's really sweet. That's your equivalent of being Alan Partridge and preferring Wings to the Beatles.
Yes.
And
Wings, the band the Beatles could have been.
Yes, indeed. So that's really sweet. You should say that. Thanks, mate. It was 46 local buses lent to the country, and it was it was one of those with great scope for doing the eavesdropping thing that I love doing. And I know that I always end up saying this when we talk, but my favourite ever eavesdrop.
Oh, hang on, Kath's dying. What's wrong?
I was trying to rise above it. I was trying to be professional. She's just going to go off and choke somewhere else. If at any point you have to go and do the Heimlich, Ian, go and do the Heimlich.
And people ask why we're not on national radio anymore. It's because we're shit. I've just put the link. There's the link for Mark's website. You can go and look at. You can go and look at all of the books that we're talking about, and I'll post it a couple more times during the chat because they really are a joy. Really are a joy. Go on. Sorry, Mark. You were saying
as usual, we've got sidetracked already because I've just reminded myself talking about the Heimlich. Did you see Mr. Heimlich, who invented the Heimlich? When he died, which was only about 3 or 4 years ago, he died. Did you see this in his obits at the time? When he died at the age of, he's into his 90s, I think, and he invented it 40 or 50 years ago, but he'd never had to perform it himself in a real situation. And the only time he ever did was about 6 months before he died, in a restaurant somewhere in America, and the woman was choking, and he went to do the Heimlich maneuver, and then ended up saying, "You won't believe who's just done the Heimlich maneuver on you, Mr. Heimlich." And that was within about 6 months of him dying.
Have you ever done the Heimlich maneuver for real?
No, but I have kind of done it on a baby.
Well, you can't do it on a baby because that would kill them.
Well, exactly. But I've
You
released.
patted a baby on a back.
I had to flip her over and do it quite hard until she spat a load of stuff out.
That's not Heimlich.
This is my newborn. She was choking on, like when they that meconium stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was choking.
I asked that question because I have done the Heimlich maneuver for real.
What, on a person?
On an adult human being, on my mum.
Oh.
I was sat there and we were eating lunch and she started choking and we laugh as you do and she was laughing and she's choking and laughing and choking and the laughing gets less and then her face actually went blue. I went, oh shit. And I had to lift her up and I had to do it. And I did. I remember I did it 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. And the third time, this piece of chicken just went flying across the room.
Wow.
Actually, it was incredible. I felt superhuman for doing it. It's a wonderful. You ever done it, Mark? You ever done it for real?
Sadly not. No, I'm
sadly not.
I'm so incompetent. I would be the one that had it done to them. I would be the one choking. And then if I did have to do it, I'd accidentally break someone's rib and puncture their lung and kill them.
Choking is so embarrassing, isn't it?
Mm.
When you're choking, it's a really embarrassing.
Well, because you're helpless and you can't tell anyone that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
I like the way it always gets cheery with us, Ian. 7 minutes.
Well, I'm trying to think of new. I'm trying to think of new Beatles trivia, but I can't think of any new Beatles trivia. Although, did you see we're friends with Mike McCartney, Paul's brother.
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
And he's been on the show a few times, and he recently discovered a brand new picture of George, John, and Paul. There was a picture of is it the Three Eyes, I think, which is a very famous picture of them as in
Soho. Is this in Soho?
No, it's not in Soho. Or maybe it's the 3 J's. Or I'm hoping that Dave is in the chat because Dave will tell me. There's a very famous picture of them, the 3 of them as kids playing. He found another picture, literally in the last 2 months, 3 months. He found another picture from that roll of film that had never been seen from like 1960 or something.
They were like in the front room, weren't they?
It was in the front room or something, and it's
some of those early pictures where George looks so young, because in 1960 George would have been 17, and Paul would have been 18.
And they have those red rosy cheeks where they've had a beer. They've had a little bit of beer, so they've got that red flush in their cheeks that kids get.
Beautiful. I ended up referring to, it's an old story, but I turned it into a quiz question the other day. I won't do the question, I'll just tell you the fact. It's I think it's my favourite George fact, which is that in about 2003, I think a couple of years after George died, somewhere in Los Angeles, in one of the parks in Los Angeles, they planted a tree in George's memory. But it died within about 4 or 5 years because it was struck down with an infestation of beetles. And I promise you that's absolutely true. But in a way, you think that's what George would have wanted. That was nature getting its revenge.
Bloody beetles. How are you doing? How have you? It was a wedding reception. Thank you, Dave. And George and Paul are 15 years old in this photo. Thank you, Dave. Dave Dogface is our Beatles expert.
George always used to send Paul always used to send. George sent Paul a birthday card every year to the day he died, because Paul was born June the 18th, 1942. George was born February the 25th, 1943. And so he was the 6 months older. And it always used to bother George that he was the youngest and that Paul was 6 months older. And every year to the day he died, George sent Paul a birthday card going, "Happy birthday, Paul. You're still 6 months older."
I love the Beatles so much, and it's so wonderful that 50, 60 years later, stuff is still coming out and is still being discovered. You know, it's wonderful. How have you found the last year, Mark? Because you know, obviously your books, you know, you like to go out and get your hands dirty, so to speak. How have you found the last year?
Travel books are a bit of a challenge to write at the moment. It has to be said, Ian. Yeah. Do you know what? Without getting all heavy and into the surreal nature of how the world's living at the moment, I'm just tootling along doing something that I started doing during the first lockdown. Was I do a bit of writing for The Spectator, and so all the stuff that they'd got planned, as with everybody, everyone's plans went out of the window. And my editor there said, "What could you do that's sort of lockdown friendly?" And I started doing a couple of things, one of which was things for homeschooling, trivia every week to help parents and the children do homeschooling. Beautiful. So things like in maths, sometimes it would be the maths thing I did 111,111,111 times itself. And the answer to that is you think that it's going to, and Ian, you're absolutely right to look slightly uncertain at this point. And you're thinking, why the hell have we got Mason back on? Because but the answer to that question, all those ones multiplied 111,111 times itself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you write it out as a
do we believe him?
Yeah,
do
I'm
we
willing to
actually
believe it 'cause I
believe
can't
him?
work
That's
it
the
out.
question. Yeah. He could say anything. This has been a long grooming process where for tonight we can come on and say anything. We go, "Oh, that sounds really interesting. Thanks very much."
If you ever want to test it, in fact, you know what? This is where I'm so incompetent with this sort of stuff. I might cut myself off here, but bizarrely, I told someone about that today. That's why it was fresh in my memory. And she said, "I don't believe it." And I got home and I found a picture of it where someone's written it out as long multiplication. If I try and email that to you now, would that be? Yeah.
I've got a calculator. Can I do it? I can do it on a calculator.
Do it on a calculator.
Hang on, let's get calculator.
But the thing is, when you right, so yeah, I think I can see that you're still seeing me. So if I go to my sense and I'll find this picture. Here we go. Right, and if I copy this, and if I send it to,
here we go.
If I reply to the one where you sent me the Zoom link, is that?
Yep. Please do. It's open. I've got so many tabs open here because of the homeschooling situation.
There you go. And if there's any way you can get that onto the screen so that everyone else can see it.
It's not.
There we go.
There we go.
There
right.
it is.
Okay. Hang on.
Got it?
Oh my God. So get that over there. So it's.
You're looking slightly scared of this, Kath. Are you sort of?
I'm really not a mathematician.
Let me download this and I'll open it up so that people don't see any.
I am,
emails.
and that's been the main challenge for me actually, homeschooling, not passing that on to my kids and making them feel like maths is just a fun quiz, and you can definitely do this.
Very often, it's the way it's taught.
Yeah.
It's, like Reese. Okay, perfect example. My son is 11. He's in year 7, and they're doing averages at the moment. The different types of average: mean, median, and mode.
Yeah.
And I was saying, well, you have to be careful with the mean, because the mean version of the average, which is where you add up all the numbers and divide by how many numbers there are, you have to be careful. And I illustrated that with a joke about Bill Gates. Bill Gates walks into a bar in Midwestern America, and it's a bar where there's 4 losers in the middle of the afternoon on their 4th beer of the day, and they're all slumped over their beers. And Bill Gates walks in, and as soon as he walks in, they all jump up. The other 4 jump up and start celebrating. Bill Gates says, "Why is everyone so happy?" And one of the guys says, "Do you realize what you've done to our average income?" Now, if you can get that joke, you can understand what the problem is with the mean average.
Yeah.
Because 4 of them earn $1,000 a year, or whatever, and he earns $1 billion. So the average is like $200 million a year, and it means nothing because 4 of them earn nothing like that, and 1 of them earns a lot more. So that sort of approach to maths hopefully gets it across to people.
Yeah.
So,
we have it up on the screen. There we go. Catherine, would you like to read that out for us, please?
No.
Okay. But But then, okay, my sister in the chat says, "How do you remember all this stuff?" And my question is, how do you know this? How do you kind of been pootling around on a calculator and it came up? You've obviously read that, heard that. Where do you? This is a really dumb question. Where do you get your trivia from?
Just the same way that everybody gets any bit of information, which is stuff that you watch, stuff that you read, stuff that you listen to, conversations. And people always say, how do you remember that? Well, my partner always says, why do you remember that? But how do you remember it is when it's a fact that's just a beautiful fact, like a tree dedicated to one of the Beatles dying from a beetle infestation. Once you've heard that, how can you not remember it? It's just so beautiful. You don't remember. I was talking the other day to someone about, Ray Charles. A friend and I were talking about Ray Charles, and my friend said, he used to fly his own plane. And I said, and apparently Ray Charles used to fly his own plane. He obviously didn't take off or land, but once they were at cruising altitude, he would go up into the cockpit, sit in the cockpit and assist on flying it. And he used to fly members of his band. They used to fly around at gigs. And people left his band, sacked themselves from his band voluntarily, rather than go through the terror of flying in a plane. And someone said to him one day, in fact, I think it was when Billy Preston was it Billy Preston? Might have been Billy Preston was in his band for a while. Anyway, a band member said to him, "Why do you do this, Ray? Fly your own plane." And Ray Charles said, "Because it's mine." Very Ray Charles thing to say. Now, that in turn reminded me of the story that I'd heard Ray Charles's son tell once in a documentary. We all watch documentaries about Ray Charles all the time. This is the bit I remembered, that he drove his own car once as well.
Now, is that Ray Charles? Because there's
That's
a
the story
story.
I've heard about Stevie Wonder.
What, driving his own car?
Yeah, apparently he
And
goes
what's
and
the
meets
end of the
people
story for you? What did you hear?
The story I've heard, and I've never checked it, but I've spread it. Is that people are often, when they go to visit Stevie, are often astounded by him picking them up at the end of his very long drive in the car and tell him to hop in.
But
I don't know how true that is.
Now, that's sufficiently different from the Ray Charles story that I think both of them could be true, because the Ray Charles story it was at an intersection, as they would call it, stateside, and he was sitting in the back and the chauffeur's in the front, and they wait at the lights, and Ray Charles says, "I want to drive the car." And the chauffeur says, "You can't drive the car, Mr. Charles, you're blind." And Ray Charles said, "Who paid for the car?"
Oh, beautiful.
And the chauffeur says, "You paid for the car, Mr. Charles. I'm going to drive the car." So the chauffeur gets out, sits in the back. Ray Charles sits in the front, and the chauffeur he says to the chauffeur, "Tell me when the lights change." So the lights go green. Pulls out, bang, smack into another car. Police are called, and the police obviously question the chauffeur and said, "Well, how the hell did you crash? What was the?" And the chauffeur says, "Well, Mr. Charles was driving the car." Ray Charles stays completely silent, and the police goes, "Don't be sick. He's a blind man. Don't pretend. Don't try and fob it off on him and pretend that he's." And Ray Charles let the guy go for about half an hour suffering at the hands of the cops before he said, "No, all right, he's telling the truth. I was driving." Now, the point of this is that once you've heard that, how can you not remember it? I can't remember Ray Charles's birth date. I know that he was born in 1930, but I can't remember. I think it was September, but that's not an interesting detail, his birth date. Okay, I happen to know the Beatles' birth dates, but they're a different league. Everyone
knows the Beatles' birth dates, right?
Once you've read so many biographies and articles about Paul McCartney, you just remember. So that's different. But you just remember the fun. It's the same as you. Every conversation we ever have, it's just it's tangents and
it's absolute waste of breath.
And there, I did Ray Charles. Kath got us on Stevie Wonder. Oh, so have you ever done the list of? Here
we go. You can hear the little synapses linking up. Oh, I've got another one. Here we go. Yes, go.
This list keeps growing. The records that Stevie Wonder's played the harmonica solos on. But do you happen to know of any of them?
Angels, wasn't it, by Eurythmics?
There must be an angel playing with my heart. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I know he played it on the awful 1985 Beach Boys album, The Beach Boys. I know
really?
He played it on there. That's no use to
Well,
anybody.
there's another one, because I didn't know about that one.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they call it The Blues by Elton John.
Yeah.
And the one I only found out relatively recently, I Feel For You by Chaka Khan.
Oh, no, I did know that. I did find that out fairly recently. Whereas we've met the guy. I know you haven't met him. Me and my sister have met the guy that played the harmonica on Karma Chameleon.
Oh, right.
Because he's a PR guy, and he got me and my sister into Abbey Road to go and see a Dutch Beatles tribute band, the Analogues, playing Abbey Road live in Abbey Road. One of the most amazing evenings of my life. Judd Landers, that was it. And he has a harmonica in his pocket, and he'll go.
What, at all times?
Yeah, and he goes, of course, if you don't, he's an old Scouse guy. If you don't know, I did this, and he'll play it for you. You go, oh, right, yeah, fair enough.
How come he was in? Did he used to be a proper session musician then?
He used to hang out with the Beatles around about 68. He knew Magic Alex. What was the joke? My sister's in the chat. Do you remember the story he told? He had to go and either deliver a check for one of the Beatles. He was kind of friends with not Mal Evans, or Neil Aspinall, but someone in that ilk. He was sharing a flat. He was around for 68. He was aware of Magic Alex, and he did a few jobs for them. Then I think he worked for McCartney in the 70s. He's a chancer. He's a chancer. He's a brilliant bloke. He's a PR guy now. He's just been interviewed about the rooftop concert, because I don't think he was on the roof, but I think he was in the building when the rooftop concert happened. And someone's asking the Dutch Beatles band. They're called the Analogues, and they're
like precision.
They deconstruct everything and then rebuild it, and they don't look like the Beatles, but they sound exact. And to hear them playing Abbey Road, inside Abbey Road, place I'd never even been, so I was kind of had tears in my eyes being in there. Oh, it was magic. We were in the bigger studio where they did the orchestra for Day in the Life, and it was great. It was great.
It sounds great. I'm green with him. You can probably see the green tinge that's creeping across my face. Even
have you ever been to Abbey Road? You must
have been
been
outside it. And I've used it as a quiz question. There are two blue plaques on Abbey Road. Neither of them are to the Beatles. One of them is to someone who was something to do with some technical aspect of the studio setup. Who was particularly, I think he was. Yes, he was the guy that invented stereo sound. Actually,
there we go.
I forget his name now. His surname might have been Blumlein, Blumlein, I think, and that was first used at Abbey Road. But the other one is to the composer who opened Abbey Road in the 30s. By the first ever recording at Abbey Road was this guy conducting an orchestra with playing some of.
I think I know. Is it Elgar? Was it Elgar?
Correct. 2 points. Boyle.
Finally. No, I noticed that because I took the kids to have a look, and I went, "Oh, that's interesting. There's nothing about the Beatles, but there's this fella."
Bloody Beatles.
Have you ever had to film anything on the zebra crossing?
I've never filmed anything, but I've taken my picture. And when we were there were loads of tourists trying to take pictures, and of course none of the cars stop because they just know if you stop they're phrases. And I was like, I'm having none of that. There were visitors from abroad who wanted the picture, and I said, give me the camera. And I just went out and stopped the traffic. I said, right, come on, let's do this properly. You know, you want to get a proper.
Yeah.
I had no qualms about.
I just sent my kids across very fast. Go on, I'll get you.
I did have to film something and got a white van driver who did the no stopping technique and went within about 6 inches of me.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I still got the take.
Beautiful. It is the most useless zebra crossing in the.
And it's listed now. That zebra crossing is.
The zebra crossing is.
It's got grades, whatever. It's not grade 1 listed, but I think it's grade 2 listed. They're not allowed to do anything to that zebra crossing.
Beautiful. They should get a Beetle car with 28 if in the background. You know about that? Yeah. The number plate. Paul McCartney would have been 28 if he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
We saw. So I didn't know that you were doing that spectator thing, and Catherine sent it to me, and I went, "Oh, this is interesting," but I have no idea why she's sending it to me. But I didn't realise it was you. I didn't say anything. But so it's kind of on this day in history, but a little bit. It was significantly more interesting than.
Well, that's the other thing that started because of lockdown. When they said, "What can you do?" and I said, "Well, to fill the space, because any travel pieces you got planned, any restaurant reviews, everything went." We take the date, every Saturday it goes up.
Mark, I have to interrupt. You're being fact checked by the people watching, and DJ Blag says yes. Alan Dower Blumlein, inventor of binaural stereo sound. Fact checked, correct.
And if you go on YouTube, I think now again, maybe he can go and check this as well. But I'm pretty sure about this. On YouTube, there is a clip of the first ever use of stereo sound. When he was testing it, this guy Blumlein tested it at, I think it was a train station. It might have been Waterloo, or I've got a feeling it was one of the South London train stations. And he filmed a train going from left to right across the shot, and got the sound to match it. The sound going from right to left. And I think that's on YouTube, the first ever clip with stereo sound. And it's something like the 1930s, way earlier than you'd think. You know.
Fantastic. By the way, you sold 2 copies of Move Along, Please. So that's not bad.
Oh, well, as ever, your commission's in the post, mate.
That's a coffee. Go on. So you're telling the Spectator. So everything was gone, was kaput in lockdown.
So we started doing it, and 47 weeks later, we're still doing it, and who knows how long we'll be doing it. But yeah, take the 7 dates from the week's news, and I look at some and find something that happened on that date in a previous year, and just do a little fact about it. So it's
one of them is, and I was thinking about this the other day. I didn't realise it was the 30th anniversary. The mortar attack on Downing Street. I remember that, and but I didn't know
why it failed.
How it got scuppered.
A snowfall saved John Major's life.
Amazing.
They'd done the IRA fired it, because I'd always thought until a couple of years ago I found this out, that the natural place you would think to try and fire something into the garden of Downing Street, or from the back of Downing Street, would be from Horse Guards, because it's a big open space just over the garden wall. No, they fired it from Whitehall, which for those that know their London geography will know it has to go over a whole building at the front of Horse Guards, way across that big open expanse, and then into the garden. Well, then to try and hit the building. And so it's a hell of a distance and a hell of an accuracy requirement. Yeah. And they've done their sums. They were firing these mortars from a van with a hole cut in the roof. So they've done their sums and their trajectories. And, they were the IRA. They knew about how to operate these things and angles of fire. And so they've done their research in previous days, and someone had gone along a couple of days before and painted a white mark on the pavement, which was exactly where the van had to stop for the accuracy to work, so they'd hit the building. And they knew when the cabinet meeting would be happening, so they would basically take out the whole cabinet. The night before, because it was February, there was a snowfall, there was some full of snow, and so the white mark got covered up on the pavement. So the guy whose job it was to park the van didn't know exactly where he should be, so he got quite close. But the mortar landed two of them missed completely, and one of them landed in the garden.
Incredible.
So were it not for that snow, then John Major may have been killed.
Incredible. I remember that story so well, but again, it's a detail you don't know. I have a question. Where are you getting your haircut? Because haircuts are illegal right now, and I could do with one.
Oh, you saying that mine does look cut? No,
yeah, it does. Look, it looks very. Unless you shaved it at the start of lockdown.
Number one at the start.
Look at that. Yes, it looks great.
It's just my natural gorgeous. There's some boyish charm coming through. Really. It was. Actually, I'm trying to think when the last one was. I think I was lucky. The last one was sort of in December, so I'm still only about 6 or 7 weeks. 8 weeks.
And the other thing is, we are recent converts. You probably know this guy, but do you listen to Alan Bezic on BBC Radio Manchester at all?
Name rings a bell. No, I don't listen to it.
He's our new find. He's been going for 40 years, and when this show finishes, I go up to bed and I listen. His show starts at 10, and I listen to the start of his show on BBC Sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the last of the old-fashioned late night phone-ins. There was a woman phoning up 2 nights ago. He's a really grumpy northerner, but very dry and very, very quick. And there was a woman phoning up the other day asking what is the difference between a fish and a duck. If you had to define the difference between a fish and a duck, what is it? Can you get fish in lakes? Oh, I didn't know ducks had legs. I've never seen them walk.
Well, I've never seen one getting out.
Now, prank call? Very possibly.
I don't think she was.
I don't
She's
think
a regular,
she was.
Isn't she?
Yeah, I don't think she was. It was beautiful. Her insanity and his just going along with it.
Tell him about how the conversation went on, and she said, "Oh, you're right, clever. You know all sorts of stuff, random stuff, Alan." And he went, "Well, I think you'll find anyone over the age of 4 would know that." What did she say?
Oh, yeah, anyone over the age of 4 would know would know that ducks are not fish. She goes, "Oh, yeah, of course. They probably teach it on the curriculum, don't they?" So that is That is our gift to you, Mark. Is Alan Bezic.
I'm going to go down and listen.
Yes,
because
Sundays
we
to
were both
Thursdays,
great
10
fans
till
of
1.
Richard
And it's
Spendlove, weren't we?
Richard Spendlove,
we
exactly.
both keen fans of the Spendlove until he departed the airwaves.
Now, there's none of the arrogance with Bezic. And he's very much, when it ends. No one's going to care. I'm 72. I'm done. I'm just doing this. So there's none of the entitlement that we miss from Spendlove.
He's just seen out his time.
But I thoroughly recommend it. What do we know where Spendlove is now?
I think I would know if he died because he's in my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I think it would have crossed my radar if Spendlove was no longer with us. So I think he's out, and he would want me to say, I'm sure that he's out there available for work. And I know that you and I would both like to see him return to the airwaves as soon as possible.
Maybe GB News.
Just to go back to the fish thing, have you ever had the No Such Thing as a Fish guys on? Do you know the QI elves?
Oh no, I do know them. I knew that rang a bell. No, we've not. We've not spoken to them.
Because they are just beautiful in terms of remembering trivia, and with the sort of serious stuff we were saying earlier about how to get maths and this sort of academic material across in the best way. They have just got it nailed because it's not just, everyone dismisses trivia as pub facts and so on, and funny stories about Ray Charles crashing his car and whatever. But the best stuff is beautiful. It gets across a serious point. And the reason they call their podcast "There's No Such Thing as a Fish" is that scientifically there is no such thing as a fish. That it's definitions that you think, and as you just opened that debate up yourself there, the one I always use that fascinates me is, can you tell me in one sentence, even quite a long sentence, what's the difference between a cat and a dog? If you had to explain to a Martian how to tell you and I know instinctively when we see an animal, whether it's a cat or a dog, assuming it's one of the two, but what's the difference? I'm going to let you think about this for as long as...
Never had sex with a dog?
Whoa.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Went for the cheap joke.
Wetness of nose? What cats don't have wet noses, do they?
On that bombshell, you've just made me really sad because everything
you thought you knew.
I've just sat there going, they're the same, aren't they? They're the same.
But so what is it in us that that enables us to? How do we instinctively know the difference? But we can't, even when we're given a long time to think about it, say how we know what the difference is. This is to get completely pseudo at 10:02 at night. That's what I say when people say, "What do you believe in a God?" And every time I'm asked that, or the conversation goes around to it, my answer to that is, and this sounds so pseudish, feel free to shoot me as soon as I've said it. The human brain cannot understand the human brain. That's the nearest thing to my definition of God. Do you know what I mean? So I managed to get from cats and dogs onto God within about 30 seconds.
Well, let's nudge it a little bit further. My example, I nicked this from Danny Baker years ago. He would always, very often on his radio show, go for a bit of fun, get a dictionary out, look up the definition of the word so, S-O. If you've got a decent dictionary, the definition of so is the longest thing in the book. It goes on and on. It's pages defining a 2-letter word.
Well, because it's got so many applications.
Yeah. What do you define it? It's... Mark, it's always a pleasure. I'm going to post your link again. You've sold a couple of books already, which is great. Honestly,
thank you, Ian.
Mark is not here to plug books, but I thoroughly recommend them. Lockdown is going to go on for flipping ages. I would get these. They're a joy. So my favourite is Move Along Please, Bus Journey. But they're great, actually. They're all great. They're all different adventures, and you will learn stuff. You will laugh. You'll be really curious as to why his wife just lets him go away. What's going on in that marriage?
So she can just have a little bit of peace and quiet.
I think it is. Just lets him go away on these romps for ages.
The mystery is why she ever lets me come home, really.
And Mark, my sister has just followed you on Twitter, and she says, can he hit me up with some hot trivia? What is your Twitter, please?
My Twitter is @WalkTheLinesLDN, as in London.
Walk the Lines LDN. Yeah. Mark, I'm so sorry it took us so long to ask you on. You are welcome any time. Let me know what you think of Alan Bezic. I think you might get a laugh out of it.
I'm going to go and have a listen. Cheers, mate. Good to speak again.
See you later on. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Mark Mason, ladies and gentlemen. He's great. Well done for sorting that out. Well done. Was it yesterday? It was Paul. Was it Paul, I think? Who?
Yes, Paul. Business Paul.
Bowlby.
No.
Paul Bowlby.
No.
Paul Bowlby?
No. Bodell.
Okay, I was not that far off. Do not forget Paul Stanley's new album, Soul Station, out in March. I probably will forget it because Paul Stanley's solo albums suck. Let's see if we can get him on, though. Do you want to see if we can get Paul? I tried to get, not Niels Lofgren.
We tried to get him on ages ago when we worked on a proper radio station.
Yeah, we'll get him on this.
We worked on a radio station.
No one's going to interview Paul Stanley about a Paul Stanley album except for us. Todd Rundgren. Tried to get Todd Rundgren on.
Yeah.
The PR guy didn't even reply. Piece of trash. We'll do our sponsors in a minute because I've just played some adverts. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Brett has left us a message. Let's hear Brett's message.
Oh, hi Johnny, it's Brett. I just want to know, what was your best presenter you worked with? Was it Denise or Lee? Lisa? Oh, let me know. Thanks. See ya.
I worked with Denise. She's absolutely delightful. I did a terrible program
And
for
Lisa.
Sky. I did actually. Yeah, I worked with both of them. I like them both. I was on a first-class flight back from LA, and Denise was on there, and that was the flight that Fergie from the got kicked off because she was pissed up. Downloaded on the Streamlab link, but it's not updated. Oh, the floss! Yours came through ages ago. It came through 13 minutes ago. Thank you, Floss. Sorry, I saw that and I meant to mention that. Thank you. Ems, thank you for the resub. Pincushion, thank you for the resub. Drop us a follow. We're trying to get to 1 million follows. We've got 26 days to go. We're at 15,449.
So any day now.
We can imagine if we did it. You could eat my arse.
What? No,
because that would teach you a lesson about
thanks.
manners.
No thanks. I'd rather read a book on manners.
I'm gonna. There's a withheld number message. Let's listen to it, but with the volume down so only we hear it. Okay. Being too loud for them.
Logbook of the show was sent it back.
The logbook.
Gosh, it's a long time ago.
Paul Stanley is famously a terrible interview. Hates talking about Kiss. I've interviewed him. He was delightful.
Yeah.
So that's incorrect.
Not so famously him.
Who remembers when Ian looked like Ralph Little? These days he looks more like Jim Royal. Both very.
Alan Clarion, obviously a very attractive man. Let's see you.
Both very handsome men. All right. Okay, that was good. Thank you, Mark.
Mark says that was a laugh. Thanks so much for having me on again. Shout whenever you want to repeat.
We'd have him on every flipping night. I didn't really come prepared with enough Beatles stuff for him. That was my bad, guys. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative. It's the only phone-in show on Twitch. You can Skype from around the world. TLNA. The details are up there, including our email, latenighalternative@gmail.com. This show, we can do this show because of your support, your subs, your subscriptions, your donations, and also because of our fab sponsors. And please, pull up a chair. We'd like to talk about a couple of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Catherine, talk to me about Abbey Care.
Abbey Care, specialist addiction recovery clinics. They've got two bases. They've got one in Gloucestershire and they've got one in...
It is in Gloucester. And
it's
in
on the
Gloucester.
outskirts of, right?
Well, it's in Gloucester, and Gloucester's in Gloucestershire as well. So both are correct.
Well, both of those were correct then. Also Glasgow.
Did you finish that Coke?
No.
Oh, maybe.
I decided to choke instead and then went for the water. If you mention this advert, you get 25% off. They're brilliant.
Rehab. It's a rehab. Recovery, rehabilitation, druggy doo-doos, no-no-no-no-nos.
Is generally the idea. They employ a lot of people who have been in your situation. So if you're going through it, don't think that you're going to be someone's kind of experiment. They've been reading it in textbooks, and they're going to try it out on you. They've been there.
They know. They've been there. They've lived it. They've walked the lonely path that is addiction.
Mm-hmm. And they know that things can change. So Abbey Care Group, have a chat with them if you're in a situation where you realise it's become unmanageable.
Abbeycare.co.uk. We've also got a great deal on with Surfshark, a VPN. Type an exclamation point VPN. So VPN, Catherine, tell me.
It's a virtual private network, basically.
Private network. You want to watch Netflix from America?
It protects your IP address, so people can't see where you are, and you could be anywhere in the world. It's good for security if you're doing internet banking. It stops sort of a lot of malware, phishing. No, not phishing.
Malevens.
Malware and tracking, that kind of stuff. Ads. Surfshark will eliminate that for you. But yeah, it's very handy. There are a number of applications. People generally know what a VPN is.
We don't know what
right?
we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say. I mean, you can go.
Have a look at
watch
their
American
website.
Netflix.
Exactly. Netflix don't want you to do that because obviously they.
And we're not saying you
have
should, but I'm saying that that's what some people
licenses,
do.
But that's what happens.
And we've got a cracking deal. You can get 83% off and 3 months extra for free. Surfshark.deals/TLNA. The late night alternative. Surfshark.deals/TLNA. There's a button as well if you're on your computer. You scroll down. There's 3 buttons at the top. One is for donations for us. One is Catherine's art, and one is Surfshark. If we get 10 by the end of tonight, including last week and tonight, we get to work with them for another 3 weeks. If we don't get 10, that's the end of the deal, and we get a few quid, and that's great. If we get more than 10 or more, we get to carry on. If we get 60 or more in the month, we get a $1,000 bonus. I'm saying that because I think a lot of people, by the way, it's a great product as well, so don't get me wrong on that. But I think we kind of like to be honest on this. Yeah. We are on a commission, kind of. If we get more than 60, we get a $1,000 bonus.
Jim's in the chat. If you want to have a conversation with him about it, says it's brilliant. Glad he bought
Jim
it.
Jim is a renowned liar though, so I don't know. But yeah, 3 months off, 3 months free, 83% off. Yeah. Surfshark.deals/TLNA. If we get 60, if we sell 60, we get a $1,000 bonus.
Yeah.
So if you're hesitating, you're hovering, and you think you might do, you might not. If you do it, there's an incentive. You're helping us out.
Yeah.
Thank you. Rick says, I pay 10 times what they charge. The promotion is on, well, it depends. I'll find out tomorrow if we've done more than 10, in which case it's on for another 3 weeks. I hope that is helpful.
Have a look at their website if you're tempted, and you can see all the different possibilities there. So there you go.
There we go. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I'm going to take these out while we wait for a phone call. I'm really Is
that making it better?
Only another 23,000 followers to go tonight to stay on target for the goal. Thank you, web surgeon.
He's hoping.
Look at my hair. I'm enjoying being able to do this. I haven't even got any product anymore. It's so heavy now, I don't even need to put any pomade in it. I love it. But I do want a bit of length at the back now. I do want a little bit.
I want a bit less. Why did I decide to cut my hair short just before this? I should have just left it the way it was. I could have got away with just trimming my fringe. But no.
I don't really know where to go.
Well, we've got possibilities if we want to do a commentary.
On what? I don't know what you mean.
Well, we've got things to watch.
We've got Making Slough. I wouldn't mind a bit more of Making Slough.
We've got loads of that. We've got loads of Princess
Happy.
Di. We could go back to the hotel. Do we dare? I don't know whether
I
I want to go back there, man.
The Hotel is the show that got us our second. Someone's upstairs using their phone. Could you host the show?
Yes.
Someone's upstairs using it. I just got a notification. I'm signed out of Zoom because I'm signed in somewhere else.
They're about to get busted. Now, if he's anything like I was as a kid, you'll find him asleep with his phone in his hand. Oh. Not that I had a phone, of course. I didn't even have a telly. I've never had a telly in my bedroom, ever. I know. But yeah, hang on. I can hear the sneaking. Oh, Floss 1412, he watched It's a Sin the other night. I know. Isn't it incredible? Isn't it incredible? I wonder whether anyone can ever just watch one. Because, God, they were so good. They were so good. I used to keep myself up as a kid reading magazines and playing things like a Tamagotchi. I know, those Tamagotchis, what a waste of time. I had one of those way later than was reasonable. I was like in my 20s. I was in my 20s, for God's sake. The life I have lived, ladies and gentlemen. Then my kid got one from my sister, I think as a little, like nudge to what a saddo I was as a, not even as a kid, as a young woman. And of course, it got left at home during school time. It kept going off. I was feeding that bloody thing and all. There was no real logic to it. It was just training you to be a slave to bloody technology. This is all very reasonable up there. All very reasonable. But yeah, going back to it's a sin. My God. If you're feeling at all delicate at the moment, I would wait until you're feeling a bit more robust, because it will rip your heart out, stamp on it, and then offer it back to you. But you won't want it, because you just don't want to feel anything anymore. It's incredible piece of work.
Can you pass me my phone? I'll get a picture of Big Boy. It looks amazing.
Yes. Where is he?
He's in the light. I'll show you. Hang on.
Oh. You may have noticed that some of our lighting is being obstructed by a large cat. We're about to see why.
Big Boy. Big Boy. Biggers.
Oh, there's my next painting right there.
Well, I sort of go and take some water upstairs. Oh, hang on.
Oh my God.
You won't go to focus. Let me get some water. So take some water upstairs to the boy, because he's a little bit thirsty, and then I'll be back.
Yes, I did know that the real Jill plays Jill's mum in the thing.
Oh,
hang on. Thank you, Rebid. Just donated. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Hey, St. John. St. John's back. I'm really, 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 really bored in my stream because I have no friends playing right now. Hang on a second, Jerry. We'll be right with you. We're on a bit of a water run at the moment. We'll be right with you. What's the buzz now? What's the buzz now? Hydration is key. I think it is too late for a coffee right now, to be honest. Depends where you are, though. Is it the daytime where you are? Because if it's nighttime, if it's 16 minutes past 10 as it is here, it's way too late for a coffee. Way too late. It was also filmed in Darwin, Lancashire. Thanks very much for that bit of trivia, David Ward. I did not know that about It's a Sin.
He's struggling to sleep. He wasn't on his phone.
Bless him. You're caught. Have you had a little spritz?
Yeah, a little spritz.
That smells sensational.
Ooh. Hello.
So yeah, Jerry rang. Should we ring him back? If we can.
If we can. You know how to take the call, don't you?
I kind of do.
I did. You should drive the show one day.
I know, but
because I can't really
what I'm
relax.
like at the moment. I'm not really in the right headspace, but yes.
I can't relax when Jerry's going to ring us. He says.
All right, okay, Jerry.
Ring us and
give us a buzz.
See you. Oh.
No more Lady Di, please. I've turned off the last 4 Mondays. Okay, I'm feeling like Lady Di then. You. We love it when people tell us what to do. Love it.
Alex, we're giving you a minimum of 20 hours a week, right? If you liked all of it, I would think that was weird. I would think that was weird. So,
hello.
Hey, Jerry, what's going on?
Not a lot. Oh.
It's over.
I'm on the phone. She said no, please. 2 minutes, I said 2 minutes, and this chat's on 2 minutes. Let me use the phone for 2 minutes. Fucking pathetic. Sorry.
What's going on, Jerry?
I said, can you use the phone for 2 minutes, and he's literally counted 2 minutes and called.
Yeah, okay. You're on the phone. So what have you called for?
I'm just going to see how you're getting on.
Yeah, all right. I suppose it's Groundhog Day, isn't it?
It's a bit boring. Nothing's going on. It's awful choking. Your mother choked. And just feeling like mother choking. It's awful. I was having to eat twice. Same bloody torture was gone. And sausage roll popped out.
Sausage roll. I mean, worth it. I do love a sausage roll. So did they give you they gave you the Heimlich?
Yeah, 3 times.
Let me go and clean that.
3 times. Can you find out? Protect it out. I've never seen sausage roll on the floor.
Gosh. So
Go
Sorry, go on.
I'm that weekend was. We've got a camera this time. I can't believe it. I'm texting onto Skype, and this wants to say so for me. I can't believe it. Thank you. Getting cameras on doing stupid things again. It's a bit boring on the phone because it's not into anything. Well, I can pass around on camera. That's it.
Well, it's
Oh.
nice, it's nice to get you talking however it comes.
Yeah, well,
I know you prefer cameras.
I've seen it before, but I've seen Deadly. Oh shit, what have I sat on? Remote
What have you
control.
sat on?
Remote control.
Remote control, okay. Well, be careful.
Yeah. I've got some... Oh, shit. I don't... I found a photo of me. Pictures of me from my school photos from like 5 upwards. And it's totally different. Younger. A lot younger. Obviously, I'm about 49 years younger.
Who's younger than what? Sorry, I was cleaning up
Say
cat poo.
something about a photograph.
I've got to find a picture of me. You know, pictures.
Here's the thing about photos, Jerry. You're always going to be younger in a photo than you are now.
Yeah.
No one's going to go, I was looking at some photos of me the other day and I'm so much older in them.
You've changed. There's so much you've changed. You physically changed. Your face has changed.
Yeah.
You've changed a lot. You're different.
Yeah.
Catherine looks the same. Catherine looks the same.
No, I don't.
You do.
No.
I think you do. And that's the feature again. I mean, since you get a strap in the fucking room, I'll give you a ring. So then things like kind of the bookcases. And chippy things like that. That's something in the courtyard. And me a broom. Got a courtyard outside. Nothing going to the courtyard. I did the Grand National, broke my finger.
What?
You know, you used to head chopping. You've done that chopping. Head chopping.
Head chopping?
To move edges. People's gardens, head chopping. Yeah, doesn't that? You know, head chopping. Sometimes chicken jumps over edges.
Chicken jumping over hedges?
No, head chopping.
Head chopping?
Yeah.
Head
Yes.
chopping. I fell over. I didn't make two.
Well, you're an idiot.
And broke my finger.
Oh, mate.
Well, you should say it's right. You should have broken all your fingers.
No, that was weird. Hey, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. I'll speak to you later. I'll get this camera settled.
All
and
right.
I'll do some stupid stuff. Cheers, probably stuff in this bill hour. I might give her like Betty something. I like Betty. Speak to her a couple of times.
That's good.
Yeah, we like
All right, Jerry. What's going on? I can't do his accent.
This is how do.
I'll do,
I'll
Jerry.
do. I'll be the judge of that. Nothing beats my helper's nothing question. He's the god. He is the best. No such a guy, but he's the best. Take care, Ian. Take care, Catherine.
See you later,
Bye,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, caller.
Do chickens come before eggs?
Do you know about evolution?
Evolution?
Yeah. Look it up. It's that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
Right, thank you. Keep on watching.
We're not watching anything.
Right.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Listen, I get it. You don't need to say that you don't like stuff or you're going to leave. This is one of the weird things about Twitch. You don't have to say, oh, this is boring, I'm going. And I'm not having a go at the person who said they'd left the last 4 Mondays because of the Diana stuff. I noticed yesterday when we were doing Diana, viewers dropped by 200 people. But we really enjoy it. And that's kind of our driving force here. And that is our driving force. We're aware that some of the bits we do are nicher than some of the other bits. And we could do much broader stuff. But we are doing over 20 hours a week of entertainment. There's no way.
Donuts.
Thank you, McDandy Andy. It's very unlikely you're going to enjoy all of it. So, there are some of you that will, but it's very unlikely, and we don't expect you to. And that's cool.
And it's okay. And here's the other thing. We don't need to know when you're sort of nipping off.
Don't need to know.
You can go. This is a really, really big platform full of all kinds of really talented people and people who are doing like daft things.
Yeah.
You are absolutely free to come and go as you please, and you
But
don't
just
need to announce
You
your
don't need to
departure.
say it. And it's the same when we've done a couple of raids and people are going, "Oh, this is shit. I'm going."
Why would
You
you
don't
do
need
that?
to say that. You don't need to. You can just go. You can just go and it's fine. And also, there are so many people on here. If you want to go and watch another channel one night, that's beautiful. If it's one we've raided, that's even better. But if it's not, that's cool. Hello, caller.
Hello there. How are you?
What you got?
Nothing much. Yourself? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, good. He's having a nice day.
It's not really any of your business, actually.
Oh, all right.
What made you ring us up?
Just thought I'd have a conversation. See how.
Well, go on then.
everything-
023286637 is the telephone number.
I have got a friend.
It's polite to say if you're nipping off. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's annoying at best. It's rude.
It's like slamming the door and flicking the V's.
Yeah,
is
so
what it's
no.
like.
So
No one's that. We don't need to know.
No, it's rude.
It's kind of off-putting, and I would suggest that if you are James Gavin TV and you're doing it as well, would you like it? What was I going to say? Completely forgotten. Oh yeah, I've got a friend who used to ring me up, and she never had anything to say. She just rang up and said, "How you doing? What?"
And so the pressure's on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and then I'd be talking to her, and I'd sort of try and you gain a bit of momentum, and you start sort of trying to be entertaining and stuff, and then she'd go, "Right, well, I'm going to let you go now. Bye." You think, what did you ring me for?
Oh, Jim, I want to talk to you, right? Because you pointed out that the song from Diana the Musical at Buckingham Palace
Yeah.
is the same as whatever at West Woolwich High School or something.
And we have questions.
The question is, how do you know that, right?
Because this woman's written hundreds of songs.
There's about 25 musicals, probably close to 500 songs. You either got very, very lucky and like the second or third song went, "Oh shit," or you played through everything. You played through everything. Why? How?
Oh, and also it would seem, I'm looking at the chat, quite a lot of people have those phone calls from people who expect you to do all the work.
Explain yourself, Jimbo.
Jimbo, what's going on?
So I didn't hear the question because you said I want to speak to you, so I started ringing and I was watching
You
my
speak
phone.
to him, Catherine, because I don't know if I can bring myself to even draw breath for this man.
I like your obedience, Jim. So first of all,
Good boy.
Thank you. Now, you raised the very interesting point yesterday, well, a scandalous point actually, that the person who composed the Diana musical had also composed many others, and you had found a song from a different musical that was basically the same one with slightly modified lyrics, right?
Yep.
How the hell did you find that? She's written loads.
So, literally in real time. So there's a lot in on Spotify with her name as the writer or composer. And I'm asking myself a little bit here. Me and Jen are absolute Disney freaks, and that jumped out at me because it's High School Musical. So I literally played track one of the High School Musical one. I went, hang on a minute, this is Buckingham Palace.
So hang on a minute, that one about the high school is based on High School Musical. So it's a musical based on a musical.
Yeah, West Side High. So she basically just pastiches everything.
And you're the one person in the world who would be interested enough to find that out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so
incredible.
It's literally in real time last night.
The first, I've not seen any of the others, but the first High School Musical is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, some good songs in that.
It is. Stick to the status quo. That's the song. That's a great song.
I mean, there's some bangers in two as well. There's some really good tunes in two that are still part of the playlist that Jen curates for us when we used to drive places.
Yeah.
But yeah, one is just incredible.
And I was in tears. I don't really remember it. I mean, I watched it It was, I was still living in London, so I probably watched it 10 years ago. I don't really remember it, but I remember being in tears, and that Stick to the Status Quo, that was, it must be more than that. It was more than that, because I remember playing Stick to the Status Quo on LBC, so God, that's 15, 16 years ago.
How do you feel about the Pitch Perfects, Jimbo?
Yeah, we also were suckers for the Pitch Perfect.
I love them too.
I watched one of them at your recommendation.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
They're good.
Hamilton got me through lockdown one.
Yes.
Just absolutely obsessed with that. When you were doing the talent night, I was going to ring in and do a Hamilton number, dressed up as King George, but went for playing my YouTube video instead. So yeah, we love musicals. We always used to go to the theatre and stuff when you could do that stuff.
I'm so glad you found each other, because there are so many couples where one person's into musicals and has to keep it quiet.
Yeah, and we share. Jen definitely put me on to listening to more pop music. That wasn't a shared thing at the time. But we now have a shared love of Britney. We have a shared love of Taylor Swift. And I realise the chat's probably tearing me a new one, but I don't care.
They're not. I think you're in the right place.
Have
you seen the Taylor Swift documentary?
Taylor Swift or Britney Spears?
Taylor Swift.
Jen's watched it. I haven't yet, because she watched it while I was working.
Oh, dear. How could she?
Oh, she's probably a bigger fan than I am, to be fair.
Right. It's a good documentary, whether you like Taylor Swift or not. It's really interesting. I found it really, I really enjoyed it. I thought she did a good job. Unlike the Gaga one, which was kind of nonsense.
Gaga one was just I stopped after 10 minutes. It was an advert for her.
Yeah.
Any documentary that's made by the subject production company. So I stopped watching the Kevin Hart one after 10 minutes. It was like, oh, it's an advert for Kevin Hart. Okay, right, fine. I thought we're gonna get some dirt, but no, it's just him, kind of making amends for his homophobic tweets, but not actually saying sorry. Just showing, hey, he's a regular kind of guy.
Yeah,
he's a regular kind of guy.
Yeah, I've never really got on with Kevin Hart stuff.
Oh, I don't like. I certainly don't like his stand-up, and I don't like him when he's interviewed. I like some films that he's in. I like the Jumanji movies, and I liked the one that I saw recently with him and Dwayne the Rock Johnson. But I don't like him. But I'm just this documentary series came out just after, or about 6 months after he'd been dropped from the Oscars because of those tweets or comments from 10 years ago. And I find looking at people after those kind of scandals quite interesting to see how they if they can rebuild their careers and all of that. And I thought it would be that. But I watched one episode and it was okay, and then it was produced by Kevin Hart, and I just thought, this isn't going to cover anything. So I stopped.
Yeah.
Nice one, Jim. Go on.
Good speak to you. I was just going to say Netflix are doing quite a lot of those, aren't they? Where they're just picking up anyone that's got a bit of heat around them and knock something out quickly and get a few views.
Nice one, Jim. Thanks for calling in.
Take care.
And thank you for explaining yourself. You are forgiven. You are forgiven. 0203 286 6371.
We'd imagine Jim and Jenna just listening to the whole back catalogue on Spotify.
Yeah.
That's what we thought happened.
That's what we thought was going to go on. You don't really watch Dwayne films now, gone the classic action or cheesy comedy, and I love it. I flipping love it. I love Dwayne Johnson movies. I think they're fab. My kids love him. I think he's funny. He gets it. He gets paid $1 million if he tweets about his own movies. That's great. 0203 286 6370. No cock bongo. I haven't seen the new Britney Spears. I haven't seen the Stuart Lee. I haven't seen anything ever in my life. I'm tired. I'm flat. I'm struggling to get any. Let's get some Slough Happy. Do you mind? Can we do a little bit of Slough? I feel that that's a bit of a cop out on a Tuesday.
Do you want a cup of tea?
I'll have a cup of Red Bush, please.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah, I think we need a reinvigoration.
Let's get some phone calls going.
Lock and load Slough.
There's lock and load Slough. I feel putting a Slough on a Tuesday is a bit of a cop out, but that's where we're at.
No. We're getting back into it.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Excuse me, madam. Are you going to come with, or are you staying here?
Pat's one of my 5 cats. You are watching the Late Night Alternative with me, Ian Lee. That is Catherine Boyle. We've got some wicked sponsors. Let me talk to you about our sponsors while we're doing this. Thank you, first of all, to Abbey Group Specialist Addictions Recovery Clinics. If you're an addict, hello, my name is Ian. I'm an addict. Then you are very welcome. Here's a withheld phone number. I'm going to turn the volume down so you can't hear them because they're probably racist. Hang on. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Yes? Turn your Twitch stream off, please. Right. Why are you withholding your number? Okay, what would you like to say? What would you like to say? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. That may have been a genuine call. I just don't know. I just don't know. I think it was a genuine call. Oh, hang on. He's left some. I don't know. Then maybe. I don't know. Abbey Care. Clinics in Glasgow and Gloucester established for over 15 years. If you mention this advert, Abbey Care, you get 15% off abbeycare.co.uk. We'll come back to them in a second. Here's another phone call. Hello, caller.
Hi.
There's a picture. There's a picture. Let me go to the picture button. Hello, you. Look at your lights behind you.
I know.
Also,
I've just set this up. I spent the last 2 days setting my office back
it looks wicked. Can I ask? Now, the viewers at home can't see this, but I can see at least 3 bottles of wine to your left-hand side.
There's not 3. There's 2. There's 2.
Oh, is there
There's
2?
one very full bottle of wine, and
Okay.
then one was the end of another one.
I am not passing any judgment. Hi, well, hello. Kath's just making a cup of tea. What's your name?
My name's Claire. I'm in chat as Maida Wow, but I'm Claire.
Hello, Claire. How can I help you tonight?
I'm still working, as are you, I guess, at the moment. So I figured I would Skype you and say hi, and also figure out where, if you go on holiday anywhere right now, where would you go?
If we were allowed to.
If we were allowed to. Obviously, we're not allowed to, but if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I really want to take my kids. There's 2 holidays. I want to take my kids to Japan.
Nice.
Because I looked a couple of years ago. It was too expensive. It's too expensive, and they were. It's £1,500 each and when one of them's 7. That's too much money. I mean, I couldn't afford it anyway. But I ain't paying that much on a 7-year-old because I ain't going to remember it. So the holiday for the family would be Japan. Holiday for me. Well, I was going to say somewhere nice and quiet and on my own, but that's where I've been for the last year. I don't know. Whereabouts would you go?
I think Bali. I've never been before, but I quite fancy one of those. You know, you see all the influencers that are in those like infinity pools.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I think we deserve that right now. It's been a long time on my own, and there's snow here in Cumbernauld. Just
the government. I bet it's freezing in Cumbernauld tonight. The government should pay for everyone to go to either Bali or one of the nicer Maldive islands. Or everyone should go. I went to the Maldives on my honeymoon. We went to India for a week, and it was dirty and it was filthy and it was thrilling and exciting. Then we went to the Maldives, right? This is when I had TV money. And I didn't realise we had a butler. We had our own butler. And every morning our butler would phone us up and say, hello, good morning, Bakari Butler, what would you like to do today? And we were too embarrassed to ask him to do anything because we didn't, we just wanted to like kind of chill out and be married and sit on the beach. But then we kind of ended up inviting him to come and play pool with us and stuff because we had nothing to do. So I think if Boris Johnson wants to redeem himself, then he has got to, all of us, he's got to send us on a little island. It doesn't have to be this year. Spread it over the next 2-3 years. Everyone gets sent off to a little island somewhere.
I'll take it. I will take that 100%. I think that's sold.
I'm in, baby. I'm in. What work are you doing?
I'm a writer, so I've got deadlines and I'm still writing.
You don't have to be specific, but what kind of writing vibe?
I'm a copywriter. So sales kind of stuff.
Okay. So maybe like brochures or advertising or things like that.
Spot on. That's me.
I'll do it for you. What are you selling? What is it you're selling? I'll do it.
At the moment, I'm doing a client's social media stuff actually. So it's a little bit different from brochures. So.
Social media. Okay. All right. Here we go. shit, this is good. Are you allowed to swear in it? No. Okay. All right. Then in that case, I will put S. You know the star, and that means shit. So S***. This is good. Hit me up on the Insta. Don't say gram. Hit me up on the Insta for classy nudes.
Wow.
Well, they don't actually have to post nudes, but people will always go. People, as long as you get them to click on, they're very, very likely to stay there. They're not going to unfollow.
I like it. It's a bit of clickbait. I love it.
Clickbait. That's it. Clickbait. You just want to get them in. Now, if the client, I don't know who the client is. I don't want to know. If they want to do some nudes, that is up to them. That is up to them. I don't think they need to do nudes. This is my friend. She's a copywriter. She's working on.
I'm sure you're being very helpful.
I'm giving some
the
great.
one side of the conversation I've heard, very, very helpful.
How many? Right. First of all, who's got a blue tick on Twitter? Me.
Okay.
Who's got 100,000 followers? Me. Who's got 9,000 followers? Thee.
I've got 9,000 followers.
Okay. What have you got?
15.2 thousand.
Oh, excuse me.
That's not bad for a nobody.
I said put S*** because that means shit.
God.
You can do that. Crack open that last bottle of wine and go to bed.
How on earth have you been managing without his help all this time?
I know. That's kind of why I phoned in. I thought, you guys can help me out. I'm still working at 20 to 11 o'clock at night. There's got to be a better way. I want to crack open this wine. I thought, phone in, get all the solutions, and then I can just I can chill out and watch this for the rest of the night.
Done.
Turns out getting your client to be a catfish is the way forward.
Ta-da! Who knew?
She can listen. She can be ethical or she can get results. It's up to her. It's entirely up to her. I spend too long doing it the honest way. F*** that.
It's like one of those American courtroom dramas. Sure, he's unorthodox, but he gets results.
Absolutely. That's all we're looking for, really. We just want results. Cold, hard results.
Well, I hope you get it sorted.
Thank you.
Despite you.
Crack open that bottle of wine, turn to booze and get that to sort it out. That'll do it.
You will write something on that, but whether you want to look at it in the morning is another matter, but you will definitely
Well, I'm
get
pretty
some
sure that
writing.
Hemingway that said, write drunk, edit sober.
Yes.
I take that a little bit too literally sometimes. I should wind that back in a little bit.
It's nice to talk to you. Thank you so much for calling in. It's nice to meet you.
No worries, you too. Take care, guys.
See you later on. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. It's as simple as that. Wasn't she lovely? Claire.
Yeah.
Thank you, Claire. I was talking about abbeycare.co.uk if you're an alcoholic.
I like them.
Drug addict, junkie, bullshit, sex. People think sex addict sounds fun, man. It has one. It ain't. It's miserable. It's all about emptiness and trying to fill a hole. Make your own jokes. But your soul being dead. That for me is what addiction is your soul being dead. Oh my God, we're trying to do the adverts. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes?
Hi, I called before and I think you thought I was some sort of dodgy character.
I might have thought that, yes. How may I help you?
How are you doing? I want to have a chat. I think
Go on,
it's
then.
doing the show.
I apologise for thinking you were some sort of dodgy character.
I mean, we do get a lot of dodgy
We
characters.
get a few
round
dodgy
here.
characters. I work with a dodgy character.
Good.
Well, she does too. So, but yeah, it's good. It's good that you're doing this show. It's really interesting. And I was just scrolling through Twitch the other night for the first time and saw your face. I haven't seen you on I'm a Celeb in the past, and it just thought, yeah, great show. And I've joined Twitch now.
So are you now? You say you've joined Twitch. Is that for you to stream?
It's me to stream, yeah. But I'm finding my feet, so I'm going to give it a while.
What kind of? Do you know what kind of stuff you're going to do? Is it going to be gaming, or is it going to be something different, or a mixture?
I'm thinking about doing a bit of gaming. I'm trying to stop the gaming a little bit, to be honest. I do quite a bit of music. Just chat, really, yeah. Similar to you guys, I think, but a little bit swearier.
Well, I swear too much, and I'm really making a point this week of trying not to swear. I swear too much, and I don't think my boys like it. And so I'm really trying to swear less. I've not been particularly successful this week, but you can do that.
Do you know what I think it is with us is that we've been working for so many years within the confines of what you can say on the radio, and so we first came on here, and it's like you can say pretty much anything, right?
Yeah.
But then the question is, where'd you go from there? You know, where'd you go to get even more expressive? You can't. So to a certain extent, we've got to sort of, I don't know, just refine it down a little bit rather than just going
yourself
nuts.
as much as you can, haven't you? And then if the swear word comes out every now and then, just don't blame yourself.
Yeah. Well, I wish you best of luck. You know, when it goes great, it's a gas, and when it doesn't, it's a little bit frustrating. But that's it. No one dies. And Twitch is great in that it offers you the freedom to work when you want, and find your voice and develop a fan base. You should come on and let us know when you go live, and we'll come and check your stream out.
Yeah, I will do. Well, I've been live a little bit, but it's I'm just finding my feet, seeing how it all works, but I'm enjoying it. It's a good format, and I think everyone's got a lot of time on their hands, haven't they? So it's good to see some reality in people's homes. It's quite heartwarming sometimes.
Yeah, and it's quite nice to find a little bit of connection, and I think Twitch is good for that. You've got that immediate kind of response there in the chat. And
definitely, yeah. Seems like
I'm sorry, I thought you were suspicious. We
Not
get
the
so
Scouse
many.
accent. Not the Scouse accent.
Well, it's not. It is the Scouse accent, and I tell you why. Because for a while we had a group of 3 or 4 Scouse lads who would phone up and say the most awful things. So unfortunately, I now have a prejudice. If I hear a Scouse accent phoning up, I instantly think it's one of these guys.
I'm not prejudice to him, but I'll let you off.
No, but I listen. I love Liverpool, and I've got. I'm not one of those people who go, "Oh, Liverpool's a shit on everyone's leaves." Not at all. But these lads would just got me so hypersensitive to it, and we get a few racists phoning up who want to shout, racial obscenity. So we have to be.
Yeah, of course.
We have to be very careful because I don't want kids hearing some of the words that come out. So I apologise, and it was a withheld number that we had.
Yeah, that
and that sets the alarms off for me.
All sorts of now.
So you've called in on a real number, and that just makes me breathe a little bit more easier. So I'm glad you called back. Thank you, and I'm sorry for doubting you.
Absolutely no problem. Have a good night, guys.
Nice one, man. Thank you very much. Ta-ta. Right, can we do these adverts? Then we'll take some calls, and then we'll see where we are. So Abbey Care, I think we did Abbey Care. Camera's not in the right. Yes, it is. Abbeycare.co.uk. Abbeycare.co.uk. We're going to have a look. We've also got a cracking deal. Exclamation. Actually, we can do. I think if we can do sponsor, that should now be. There we go. Oh, Nightbot did it as well.
Good old Nightbot.
So we've got Abbey Care there, and Surfshark. There we go. It's popped up as well. So that's good. Surfshark, a VPN. We got a great deal for you. Catherine's going to tell you what you can do with this, but it's internet security.
You know what you can do with the VPN. You don't need me to spell it out for you. Basically, it will mask your IP address, so you could be anywhere in the world. So it'll give you access to websites that you might not necessarily be able to use for your region, right? Also, it prevents malware, phishing attempts from getting to you, and you can forget, this is according to Surfshark, you can forget ads and trackers even existed. It's really good for security, if it's online banking you're doing or you're working from home, you've got sort of sensitive business data on there. Have a go with Surfshark. It's a really good deal as well. What is it, 80-something percent discount?
83% off and 3 months for free. Use the code TLNA. If you go to surfshark.deals/TLNA, surfshark.deals/TLNA. If we sell more than 10 by the end of tonight, we get this for another 3 weeks. If we sell more than 60 in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we get a grand bonus.
Yeah. So that's the honest truth there.
Thank you very much indeed. A couple of things. King Pigeon says, do you not get in trouble with Twitch when racial slurs make it on the stream? No, because we cut it off short and we apologise, and that's cool. And then Burns Cash says, who deleted my chat? It was obviously a joke and it had a heart next to it to show love. Come on, mods.
It wasn't. Sometimes people are mean and then put a heart afterwards. I just saw you telling someone to STFU, and I timed you out while I checked it out, and then when I saw that it was a joke, I timed you out. So you're welcome. Calm your tits.
Thank you, Dave, 84 for the pound. Thank you.
Hello, Yanni and Catherine.
Hello.
Oh, I had an amazing call on dial-up.
Tell me more.
Just on today. The guy knew a lot of things that I didn't know. Like, he told me there's an app that is also similar, but is with group calls. There's joinclubhouse.com.
But who rang you and what did they say today?
So this is the app.
So we were talking about my ideas of international postcode.
Yeah.
So he knew that the Uber is now using one thing like what three words, but using hexagons instead of squares.
Oh, just quick update. Burns Cash's tits are calm.
So he knew about GIS, which is Geographical Information Systems, and we had a great talk. It was amazing. I'm loving this app, this app. The thing I was telling him is, like, what if they are bought by Facebook? They will crush it down.
Okay, well, are they being bought by Facebook?
I hope not. Because
Okay, so you have no reason to think they're being bought by. Hang on, shut up, shut up. You have no reason to think they're being bought by Facebook, so don't worry about that.
No, don't. Just enjoy it while it lasts.
WhatsApp was bought by $22 billion.
Yeah, what if it was bought by me?
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Altrop.
Thing is, I was wondering, is if Abbey Care is like a building or is like a farm?
It's like two buildings.
Community.
It's a rehabilitation center.
Yeah, but it's like a community. Like you are like in a farm, or
it's not a farm. It's like the one I stayed in is like a sort of old, small, stately home. I guess you would call it small.
Okay,
Like
could you use it for smoke cessation? Like
probably not.
I think that's a bit mild compared to what they're used to dealing with.
Okay. Because one of these days I want to talk with you about another thing, which is the difference between identification with a password and proving. ID is proving that you are who you say you are. But another thing is proving that you are where you say you are.
Okay, you're in outer space at the moment.
Yeah,
man.
what kind of scenario would that be applicable?
In many
Other
cases,
than on a tag.
People are saying they are in Japan and they are in the United States.
Who is saying they're in Japan when they're in America?
Liars.
Many people, they lie all the time.
I have never met one person say they're in Japan when they're not.
They can prove they are who they say they are because they can prove ID, but they cannot prove where they say they are. And Uber could solve this problem. I call Uber comes, he takes a selfie with me. Hello?
So Uber comes and takes a selfie with you to prove you're in Japan.
Gives me a code. I type in the code, and Uber proves that I am where I say I am.
I believe the usual format is to get a copy of today's newspaper stand in front of an obvious landmark.
No, it's very useful. The thing is, if you can afford to call Uber, like for 10 quid or something.
So you've got 10 quid now to prove where you are?
Yeah, you pay 10 quid to prove where you are. And if you are in Japan, you are giving access to the British Library, for instance.
Whoa.
British Library?
Okay, right.
Yes.
Daniel, can we just come back a little bit?
Thank you.
Why?
Why? Abika.
Okay, thanks very much.
Daniel, say hello to Nigel.
Hello tonight.
Hello?
Hello?
Is it Ian Lee there?
Yeah, Ian Lee is on the same group call. This is a group call. We are many people on the same phone call.
Oh, so is he not on the show tonight then?
No, you are live. You are on the stream.
You're doing the show for him?
No, I'm not hosting the show, but he is listening.
Oh, is there Catherine there as well?
Catherine is there as well. Yeah, this is his phone number.
Oh, so he can call me back in a minute then, can he? Can you call me back?
Yeah, I will watch the show. I will watch the show.
And so I can do a song on
No, you hold the line, because he will put you live. Hold the line.
You're taking the call. Oh, you're taking the calls. I see, like a producer.
Yeah, you if you don't hold the line, call again, because
I can hold the line. How long will it be?
No, just 1 minute. I will switch off, okay?
I'll hold the line for a while. I'll hold the line for a while. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Catherine just said, "Go on, talk to him. Don't be tight."
Nigel.
Thank you, Miss Cell Truck. Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
Thank
hello,
you, Michael.
Catherine.
Hello, Nigel. What are you listening to? We're trying to work it out. Is it Hannah Montana?
No, I've just turned Christina Aguilera down a bit.
Okay.
I've got that
You just turned
Reflections, an
Christina
old
Aguilera
video.
down. Wow. Bold
Isn't
move.
she amazing?
She's a great singer.
Great.
She's got such a strong voice for the size person. She must only be about 5 foot or something.
What's that video
And,
where she's...
this is the
yeah,
20
okay,
years
hang on.
ago one.
Okay. What's that video where she's... is it a video or is it an advert where she's
No,
like...
this is a
No,
this
I'm
is
not...
VHS
Yeah, I know, but
video.
we're
Sorry.
talking... No, but I'm
Just a
furthering the
second, Nigel.
conversation. There's a video
Yes.
or it's an advert where there's like a shot of her from outside an office and she's in the window. She's just going like up and down, up and down, up and
Right.
down. And then it cuts in and she's just playing with the chair that goes up and down. What
think
what
it was
is
an
that?
advert,
It was
wasn't
an
it?
advert, wasn't it?
You're not. I can't hear you very loud. That's why.
Okay. That explains why you're talking every time that we talk. Okay, Nigel.
Yes.
Tell you what, we'll be quiet.
Have you ever seen
Nigel.
that
Tell you what,
video,
Nigel.
Reflections?
Tell you what, Nigel. We'll be quiet. You do whatever it is you want to do, and then we'll get on with the show.
I just want to say that's an amazing video. She Reflections. It's 20 years old now. Actually, it is 20 years old, and that was one of her first TV shows. Christina. So I'd like to do you a song if I could.
Go on then.
I'll do you Nigel's time if you like, if I can.
Do it.
I've got that all in my head, the words in my head at the moment. Have you had a good day, Ian and Kath?
A great day. Let's get on with the song, and then we're going to crack on with the
you
show.
want to get other callers on? Yeah, okay.
Oh, I want to go to
Tuning
bed.
in, calling up, talking to the nation, sing a song melody for your adoration. Late night phone-ins, I'm keeping you awake. It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Oh, it's not your time. Clubs are gone, sun is up on your horizon. Safe at home, back on the phone to my radio station. Late night phone-ins, are you still awake? It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Whoa, it's Nigel's time to call and make my point. Time to play and rock it, join my life's exciting. I'm inviting you. Yeah.
I like the ending, Nigel. Stay safe. Take care.
Lovely. I'll get back
Thank you.
to-
Bye-bye. 0203286637 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You don't want to give us a call, Biggers? No. Look at me, big boy sat there. Isn't that funny?
He likes sitting in front of that laser, doesn't he?
Such a different cat from 10 days ago.
I know.
Oh, that's my proudest achievement. Forget saving that guy's life. My proudest achievement is that cat.
Big Boy used to just hang around at the bottom of the garden, terrifying the cats that live here.
And my children. I remember my youngest came running in because Big Boy was in the garden once. He was terrified.
It was
of
like
me.
Shere Khan was on the prowl. You know, everyone kind of ran in like, lock the doors. And now he's here and he's a baby. He's a big fluffy baby.
He's a big old lump, but he's a baby. Big Boy, do you want
I
to have
feel
a
really
cuddle?
bad for him though, the way he flinches.
Oh, he flinches terribly. And you've got to show him where both your hands are. You're going to move both hands towards him. If you're stroking him and then suddenly another hand comes from round the side, he's off.
Yeah.
He's
Even
a
when
bit
you're
clawy.
Even when you're stroking him and you lift your hand off, he sort of braces himself.
He's a bit clawy because he gets a bit scared and he doesn't know how to be a cat. Do you, Biggers? The other cat is very tense with the other cats. No one likes each other. Come and have a cuddle. Come on.
He's very much your cat though now.
Yeah.
He's really attached to him.
Yeah.
Follows
Hello,
him from
darling.
room to room.
I love it. 5 cats. 5 cats now. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, you say that. I await the phone call. I'm just going to go and have a look at some kittens. Thanks, Kevin Jeremy.
Thank you very much indeed. You take this one, Catherine.
Oh, hello, Alistair.
I've given up that job. Anyway, I wanted to
What job?
Ian.
What job?
Fiddling about with me router thing. Anyway.
Oh.
Have you been doing that this whole time?
Yeah. I've missed
God,
the
I
show.
thought you were quiet.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I missed the show. I would have been spent more
no
time,
internet.
better time.
I'm sorry I
Just a
can't
minute.
help you, but stuff
No.
like that drives me crackers.
Yeah, and it's
What
not
a great
funny either.
callback. No, it's horrible. I hate it. I hate the internet. But whenever my boys come here, they've got so many different logins and passwords.
Yeah.
And they come, Daddy, can we get Minecraft on the laptop? Yes, we can. Right. Okay. Do you know the login? No. Then I've got all the logins written down in a book somewhere, but I can never find the book, and then we don't know which account it's for. Oh, it's a flippin' I hate the internet.
So you're giving up, Alistair, which is probably the right response.
Yeah. But, Catherine, do you ever think about the ideas that, with the film The Matrix?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna watch that with the boys soon. I found it's on Amazon Prime, and I've said to them, because they're obsessed with John Wick, even though they've never seen it. I would not show it to them, but it's a character in Fortnite. And I said, John Wick's in another film that you might like, The Matrix. Oh, is that the one where everything's a dream? And I said, yeah.
Well, they've already got it more than a friend that I took to see The Matrix did. Halfway through, she went over and went, right, so it's my friend Amanda, who's Mancunian. Right, so I don't get any of this. What's going on? I'm like, oh, Amanda, I can't do it now.
I was explaining it to my 9-year-old, and I said, right, so what happens is a guy is presented with 2 pills, and one pill kind of wakes him up and shows him that his brain is plugged into a computer and everything is a simulation.
Yeah.
And the other pill, he forgets this, and my son went, right, I'm going to take both pills. I'm going to take both pills, and then I'm going to yeet the man with the pills, and then I'm going to bring in special forces, and I'm going to kill everyone.
Okay, well, it's an approach.
I said, all right, well, okay, that's an interesting thing. Go on, sorry, carry on, Alistair.
So go on, do I have
Alistair Stewart.
So the question for both of you is, have you ever thought about whether in fact we are in a matrix and we're not real, but we're all just computer projections?
Right.
No, because I'm not a bellend.
Okay.
There's a report in The Guardian, actually, interestingly enough. I'm being flippant.
But was there?
Well, about, and I didn't read it because I can't be bothered. But it is the fascinating. And we get the headline because people are doing a lot of research.
What, on YouTube?
No, like Elon Musk and stuff.
Right, okay.
They're paying a lot of money. What would you call? What would you call this? Here we go. Here we go. A glitch in the Matrix review. Deep dive into simulation theory. Oh, it's a review of a movie.
That's what I was ringing about, to tell you about the documentary, that specific one.
Yeah.
I've not seen it yet, but I thought it might interest certainly you, Ian. I'm not sure whether or not you sort of think about these things at all. I certainly believe sometimes that I am just a projection.
Well, if you are a projection, you're a projection of my making.
And you're both projections of my making. So.
Yeah. So you're saying there, Catherine, that you're the architect.
Wow, you're happening to me now.
No, I'm not. You're happening to me.
What?
See? So exactly.
But that's exactly what we would be programmed to say.
I don't think about it because what's the point?
Well, it doesn't make any difference then, does it?
It doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference. Thank you, Stubbsy.
Because the truth is, in chat, Gazda says we're all projections of his making.
Gazda doesn't even exist in anyone's projection. Sorry, Gazda.
It's just a bot.
Right. Anyway, I've bought the movie. I've not watched it yet, and I will ring and let you know.
Please do let us know, Alistair. But maybe, hang on a minute. If everything is from your imagination, then you should be able to imagine that your router works, and it will.
Yeah, but there are forces out there that the architect, they're always wanting to mess you up, mess your mind
so
up,
trying to
as we know.
Up. Yeah.
Yes. So, anyway, thanks
in
very much.
In ancient times, you would think it was the gods doing it. Now we think it's some sort of computer programmer. Ain't that weird?
Well,
all right, nice one, Alistair. Thank you very much indeed. John T's Corner says, simulation theory is possible to achieve. However, a civilization would have to reach, at minimum, Kardashev Type 2 in order to generate or harvest the energy required to run it, probably via Marielska brain. Let's take a withheld call. Let's just do it for the sake of it. Hello? Who's this, please?
Brandon.
Hello, Brandon. How can we help thee?
I just wanted to ask you a question. I remember when you were on I'm a Celebrity, and I just wanted to ask the experience you had.
That's a big question.
Or like I don't know, like a short descriptive one.
A short descriptive one. It was an incredible experience. I hated huge portions of it. I loved significant portions of it. I overwhelmingly glad I did it. Stupid public funny. There were cameras there. I'm glad that I did it, but I found it mentally very tough and toxic, and it sent me a little bit loopy for a while afterwards.
I was gonna say, like, they were saying, oh yeah, you were playing a game, but I don't think you were playing a game. I just think,
there was no game. There was no game to play. I don't understand the game stuff. The plan. I had a plan. The plan was I knew I was going in last, and having studied Big Brother, because I did some programs for Big Brother, and having studied reality TV shows, historically the people that go in last come out very, very early on, first or second, because they've not established in the audience's mind. So my plan was go in last, come out first or second, and have a lovely holiday. That didn't happen. I ended up coming out on the last day, and so I had no plan. I was not playing any game in there apart from being me.
Yeah. Also, can I ask you one more question?
Of course you can.
What is it like when you did that prank with Nico or Milana? Like when you did that prank on Johnny?
Well, you can ask Catherine, because Catherine did that as well.
We both did it.
That was fun.
Nice. It was fun, but we felt a bit bad afterwards because
Johnny hates me now.
They kind of fell out properly, didn't they?
Well, but
Johnny certainly did not appreciate it.
I thought it was funny.
Got told.
It was funny. Nico keeps saying he's going to come on the show. I keep texting him. He keeps saying, yeah, I'll come on. We were thrilled to work with him, and he was funny and bright and imaginative, and his team is brilliant.
And it was thorough, right? His planning was absolutely meticulous. You know, if he was a spy, he would get away with everything, because it was all just beautifully detailed, and he thought of everything. And obviously he knows Johnny, and he knew what he would go for, and he just played him.
I know. Totally. It was pretty good. It was very good.
Yeah. Oh, poor old Johnny. Did feel bad for him.
No, but I don't, because I'm the one that got the blame. Johnny hates me because I think Nico said it was all Ian's idea, so I got the blame for it. But it was good, and every now and then, my kids' friends will go, "Is that your dad in that Nico or Milana video?" And
yeah,
it is actually.
Love Nico.
Nico's a good lad. But I'll text him again tomorrow and see if we can get him on.
Yeah, you should do that. That'd be brilliant.
Nice one, Brandon. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for the call.
Nice to meet you. Have a great rest of the stream, and I'll tune in and that.
Thank you. We're here Monday to Friday, 8 till midnight-ish. Thank you. Nick, here's the thing about Nico's fans. All lovely.
Yeah.
I've never had an arsehole. I've never had one of the Nico's fans be rude to me. All been lovely. And it's funny because it's quite often 15 to sort of 25-year-old lads generally will be the ones that go, "Are you in Nico Milano's video?" Yes, man.
But do you know what I found with his people? If you're all right with Nico, you're all right with them.
Yeah. He's good. There we go. Brandon's in the chat. Brandon. Thank you, man. Mookie, thank you for the £3. We are raising money, guys, for injured elephants. No, we got a new studio coming thanks to your donations. This is the last one for a little while. We want to get a PO box number, so that we can give you an address. So if you want to send letters or drawings or artwork or hats or anything like that, you can send it. And there may be some mileage in it. There may not be any mileage. It's 360 quid for the year.
Yeah.
We've got £145 if you want to donate. You can, if you're watching on your computers. If you scroll down, there's some boxes, and there's different boxes there. There's a picture of a bee, and that's Catherine's art. If you want to go and have a look at that, mugs and paintings and cushions. There's the Surf Shark if you want to get a VPN with 83% off, 3 months free. And there's a picture of Oliver holding out, asking for a bowl of gruel. Maybe we should put something a little bit more obvious there, and less self-deprecating.
And click on it.
Yeah, and that will The follower bar is missing. Thank you, Gatford. That's there. D. Doolan has gifted a sub to Brandon.
Oh, that's so kind. Thanks, D.
And you can click on that.
Yeah.
Streamlabs.com/TLNA. TLNA stands for The Late Night Alternative. And we've also got a follower goal here. 26. It's ambitious.
I mean, it's
shoot for the moon, and you might hit a star. I want to get 1 million followers in 26 days. We've got 15,457. Come on, guys, we can do it.
Alex 0592. Catherine, my missus keeps nudging me to ask you where your jumper's from. It must be a female thing. It ain't. But not to miss out. Ian, where's your shirt from?
H&M. £8.
Mine's from a website called Run and Fly. They do loads of brilliant jumpers. I've got like rainbow ones. I've got one with foxes on it, and this one, Run and Fly. And they're unisex, so you can get matching.
0203 2X. Maybe we don't really have time to start. Check out Matt Walnerson yesterday. Last few minutes, his cat plays the piano. I'm getting rid of my piano.
I've got that fox jumper as well.
We kind of come into the Alpha Centre sent £10 via PayPal. Thank you, Alpha.
That's really kind. Thank you.
We're gonna get mail. We're gonna get mail. I want to be able to have like a little gallery section, and we can do that with our new studio.
Well, I also think though, because everyone's got time on their hands, it might give you a little project.
Momo says we've got time. Yeah, totally. So
I do like Joni clothing. I've got some of their stuff.
It feels a little bit. Oh, £2. Brandine. Brandine. Thank you. Let me text Nico now. Because otherwise, let me just text Nico now. Nico.
Oh, look, Kai's just got the VPN with the discount.
Hey, nice one, Kai. Thank you. So, Nico.
Brandon says, tell him he says hello.
Brandon, a fan of yours called Brandon.
Yeah, says hi.
Called Brandon. Just rang our show to beg us to get you on. What say you? What say you? That's the thing an old man would say. What say you?
What do you reckon?
I say, what say you? I'm an old man.
God.
I only say, what do you reckon? What do you reckon?
When we did that video, we both aged about 25 years, didn't we?
Yeah.
Realised that we were around young, bright, successful people. We were old farts.
Hang on a minute. Let's have a little look here. Did we? I think some money's coming in a slightly different way. So, are we getting tips? Michael Gibson, hope you're doing well. Here's some more money towards the PO box, so people can send you mail.
Stop! Don't, because I should never have mentioned that.
Charlotte sent us £10, and that's not come through on there. Daniel sent us £10.
Is it only if you use the button?
No. Is there a different link on the? There's a different link on the thing, isn't there? All right, so that's £20 that we've had. So I can put £20 on there. I need to. You guys are great.
Thank you. There's another one.
Brandino, come on.
Stop.
Brandino, stop it. You made it to 150. You're a good man. Right, so let me just change because I've got let's change a button somewhere. So if we go to our Twitch channel, which is there, so we should get rid of. We'll hide that. We'll hide that one because that confuses things, I think.
Okay.
That's your Etsy. That's that. We need a better thing than that image, but we'll have a little think.
Ian and Catherine, what's the first thing you're going to do when things start to return to some form of normality?
Make love.
Tell you what I'd really like to do when the kids go back to school. Go out for a really long ride on my scooter. And not have to worry about getting back for anyone. Hello, Daniel.
Can you hear me? My headphones have come unplugged.
We can hear you. You can't hear us.
I can hear you.
Cheeky.
Down with the headphones. Don't need. Oh, why is it showing that? Oh, maybe I need to. Oh, there I am. Hello.
Hi. What's going on, Daniel?
We're watching. This is a live stream of a man having a mental breakdown, guys.
I thought I'd share with you my very interesting day.
Go on.
I've had a wonderful day. I woke up at 2 p.m. for a wee, turned the heaters on in the sitting room. I went back to bed, woke up again at 8:30, got up, came in here, put you on, and now I'm eating dry cereal.
Oh, gosh. I don't know
Choco
whether
hoops.
I envy you or feel sorry for
It
you.
sounds like a horrible,
Oh,
sad,
no.
lonely life.
I would really like to sleep until 2 o'clock one day. That was what I'd really like to do. Maybe that's what I want to do when things get back to normal. Sleep.
And I also bought these. Someone on your show mentioned yellow glasses.
I got rid of mine. They're crap.
How dare you, sir? They're wonderful.
Oh, was it you that mentioned them?
Might have been. I don't know. I can't remember. It's a long time ago. No, I've got no idea who mentioned them. But I've used them when I'm editing stuff because the screen is really bright and white on my monitor, and it makes my eyes hurt. It makes the back of my eyes itch, if that's a thing. I don't know if that's normal. Oh, well, yeah, that's it. I just thought I'd share that.
Well,
and,
share what? You haven't shared anything.
He's excited.
I shared my cereal. Don't start on me and my day. Oh, I'll show you the rest of my day. After I'm going to go in a minute and have a tin of tuna on its own out the tin.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Hang on,
Goodbye.
you just had pudding.
Right, let me just. Right, I just want to write.
Honestly, that man is living. He's living lawlessly.
Hi, Gary.
There's no routine. There's no discipline.
Numbers. Would love to find out how the latest. Also, you said you could possibly. No, not possibly. I'm learning to write emails where you don't
say what you mean.
You say it. You said you could set myself and Catherine up with a VPN for free. Are they still available?
There we go. Lauren64 thinks you're living your best life, Danny, so, we shouldn't harsh your buzz. Everyone's missing him.
What's going on?
Everyone's missing him. They want to hear more about his day.
They want to hear more about his day?
I mean, a man who
Oh, God,
eats
sorry.
cocoa...
I thought he was highly offensive. We'll get him back.
A man who eats chocolate cereal followed by tuna. What kind of pervert is he?
Brandino, put your money away. Put your money away, Brandino, but thank you. Let's get Danny back.
He's busy. He's on the tuna now. We've lost him.
I'm here.
Sorry, I cut you off, but apparently people wanted you back. So
you're a fan favourite. They like your brand of anarchy.
Well, the child is 22. She's
anarchy.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and she's told me the other day that she's going to stay up in Nottingham for a while. And I said, how long? She said 2 years. She'd have been away 7 years by then. I don't know what state I'll be in. I mean,
You'll be dead by the time she comes back. Look at your diet.
I was just saying, I haven't even got onto what's in my fridge. I've got some jalapeno cheese, which I might have with the tuna.
Oh, no. Cheese with stuffing. Cheese with cranberries in. Jesus, no. Stuff like that. No. Disgusting.
I've got something that will interest you. I'm back playing the Xbox. I've got my 12-month subscription back on, and I'm into Forza Horizon 4.
Oh, naughty
6 hours
boy.
last night. I listened to that for 6 hours whilst listening to a podcast with a bloke called Lex who does computer and robot stuff. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, yeah, that was good. Huh? Oh, Lex Friedman. That was it. Thanks. That was his name. Yeah, so I was just teasing Gatford in the chat by saying I've got some jalapeno cheese and I've got some Edam in there. But it's been open.
Because it sounded very clarty to me, all this stuff.
Honestly,
if Gillian McKeith gets her hands on your feces, she's going to be appalled.
I had a 3/4 of a litre of water when I got up, which was good. I've got some Lucozade Zero. I might have a coffee. Someone was asking earlier, is it too late to have a coffee? I said, not when you've only been up an hour.
Thank you, mime artist. I appreciate that.
But you're not obeying any of nature's rules at the moment, Danny. You might as well freestyle with a coffee as well.
You wait until your little ones have flown the nest. You'll be walking around.
I cannot flip and wait.
I can do whatever I want. I've even made a list of all the films I'm watching. I watch a film every 2 or 3 days at the moment.
This is like a reverse Home Alone.
And I'm not even wearing pants.
Okay, right. No, that really is too much.
That's
a goodbye moment.
Mr. Wiggly says this man is totally out of control.
That is. Lockdown does. Mental health is at an all-time low.
Oh my God. God.
We've been hovering around 1200 for most of the night, which is lovely. Lovely. Gattington.
It's Danny again.
Oh, no, I just called Gatford.
I look like Gatford.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
They could be brothers, couldn't they? They both love
0203.
cheese.
They're both big men with beards and perverts. They've got beards and they've got perverts.
And a lot of milk and cheese in the fridge.
How very dare you?
Tell me it ain't so.
I mean, first of all, he's stealing the fridge thing. That's mine. Then he's waving his cheese in front of me and then he's waking up at 2:00 in the afternoon. I mean, the day's gone.
It is. Great, though. I would love a
Why, Ian, why were you two scared to answer the dialing calls?
Oh, I don't like phone numbers, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah.
I don't like phone calls, and it came up, and my kids were there, and it felt pressure.
Oh,
and,
okay.
But I wouldn't have answered it.
And you knew it was going to be insane.
Yeah, I wouldn't have answered it even if. Why wouldn't that? Is that disappeared
I
now?
spoke to a lovely lady from Tunisia.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Took one of these calls, right?
I
talk me
took
through
one,
it.
yeah.
What
So basically-
what theme have you
Go
signed up for?
So I signed up for a few more today, but that one was just the regular weekly random call, and they said the topic was what you'll do when things get back to normal.
Jesus, was it? Sorry, I didn't realise you were getting phoned up by BBC Three Counties Radio.
It was Kelly Betts.
The General Speed was too scared to answer hers today as well. Hang on a minute. So, but why can't I phone out? It's people phoning you.
Right. So basically, it's like the dial-in app kind of like hosts the call. So you listen to a message that reminding you, that you could be speaking to anybody in the world, and that not to give away any personal information. But it then says, right, we're going to connect you. Then the line goes blank, and if you don't get matched, they tell you, because obviously if they've got an odd number, they can't match you in more than groups of two. And then you get told, and all you get is a screen name, and then you just sort of say hello and where are you from, and so we talked about the fact.
What if they're boring? What if I got you?
You could just cut me off and you'd still get another call if there was more left.
I could do what?
You could. Oh, yeah, here we go.
I mean, it's the definition of asking for it right there. Gatford.
Oh, Gatford, when will you learn, my little friend? When will you learn, my little friend? Hold up, press the wrong button.
God.
Wait, do you know what? I feel like we're...
Should we knock it on the head?
I feel like... Let's see if we can get another call. 0203 286 6370.
Jen Juniper says, I want to know what his call with the Tunisian lady was like. Okay, I'll give Gatford your phone number. You can talk to him.
Well, you take this one.
Yes, hello. Oh.
It's a face.
Hello.
I'm always surprised because not many people use the Skype. So we never know if a face is going to pop up or not. So it's always a surprise when
Real
one
face.
does.
Real
Hello.
face.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm all right, I guess. I was brave today and I had a blood test, which normally really scares me. So I thought I'd be brave and call you, show me face.
What part of the blood test is it that scares you? Is it the needles?
It's not just the needles, because injections don't scare me. It's that it's taking something out of me.
Right.
And I always, before I have a blood test, there's this vision in my mind of it going wrong and it all squirting out my arm and just being really awful. And that's never happened, but I always get in my head and panic about it.
It's needles and those procedures that are very, very simple, very straightforward and very safe.
And
can be a real thing for
that are
people.
doing it do it 50 times a day, and they know what they're doing.
The mother of my boys has a real needle phobia, and I've seen her faint. I've seen her faint as a needle comes out for a blood test, and the nurses are flipping brilliant.
Yeah,
they're brilliant. But the doctors, I remember there was a doctor, and I went in with her, and she'd asked me to say to the doctor, could you tell him about the needles thing? And so I said, just to let you know, doctor, that she has a real phobia of needles. She sometimes gets very upset. So, and then he started looking at her and had a needle and was waving it, going, so what is it about this? What is it about this that scares you? And I just thinking, don't be, because doctors are, the human body to them is like a car to a mechanic. It's a machine, but nurses have to deal with the The human side.
The
of it.
human debris.
The debris. Well done for getting through that, and I hope that doesn't sound patronising because I know it can be a tough old thing. And now you've called up these two idiots.
Yeah.
No, you're not idiots.
Glutton for punishment. We can't see your name. What's your name?
Will.
Hello, Will.
I'm Will Wilson.
Will Wilson. Will
okay.
Wilson. Oh, hello.
I actually rang you like maybe 3 weeks ago, just on the phone, and I told you about the cats. Do you know the Twitch stream with the cats?
Yes.
Oh, now that is a call I do remember because it involved cats, and we went and looked, and there was a couple
they were
asleep.
adorable.
Yeah.
I watch it like almost every day because they're still doing it like 24/7.
There's a few of those on Twitch of cat streams, and I mean
there's a few, and the first one that I found was breeders, and I don't really like breeders, but the Coco's Cupboard is a charity and it's a rescue, so that's why I really like that one.
You got breeders moved in next door. Goddamn breeders. So you say if a family with kids moving, goddamn breeders. Well, but is there anything we may do for you this evening? As the show is slowly grinding to a halt.
Please don't ask him to sing to you. But apart from that,
don't sing to me.
Oh, I'm
Sorry,
disappointed.
No, listen. I get it. I get it. Some people are assholes.
It happens. There's fair.
It happens. It's life. It's life.
Azalea of the South in the chat is saying Kitten Academy is my go-to. Wow, that sounds what they've got little blazers on and boaters.
Just the posh
really
cats.
I did find a guinea pig one as well. I think it's just someone's pet guinea pigs, and there's I think 2 of them that come out, and they're very, very cute. I'm not a gamer, so I don't really use Twitch in like the traditional use of it. I watch people like you and stuff, but I've only been using it for like probably less than a month, but I'm getting really into it now.
It is. There's a lot of little kind of foxholes that you can go along, and there are some people you'll find that are kind of linked, and it's. I think it's fascinating, and it's almost too big for me. I get overwhelmed by the choice, so I just tend to stick to a handful, like Limmy, because I like swearing, and I do like a bit of games.
He's very entertaining.
He's brilliant. He's the guy that got me into kind of doing this.
Yeah.
And then Janelle and Nat and Random.
St. John's adorable.
Yeah.
St. John's lovely. Yeah.
I was watching him over Christmas with my kids, and then I showed them a tweet that I got from St. John the other day because he's got one of my paintings, and my youngest daughter went, "Oh my God, it's St. John!" like he was a celebrity.
I haven't got my merch from St. John yet, though, so that's. I've got my merch.
We did ask about that.
I've got my merch from Random, but I haven't got my merch from St. John yet.
Yeah,
so
cool. Who have you been watching then, Will?
I've been watching St. John recently. I'm trying to think. I did watch Dom Jolly last night. Everyone keeps bringing him up.
How did that go?
Richard Herring a little bit, and then that Hang with Hands, because you raided her ages ago, and I started watching her, and then through her neighbour, someone called Lillian, is a streamer as well, and she's just a very cool woman. Like, I don't know her, but I feel like I've got a lot of respect and admiration for her. She just seems really like,
St. John
doesn't take shit from anyone.
Sorry to interrupt. St. John says, "Wait, is this Will Wilson?" Yes, St. John. This is
It
Will
is.
Wilson. Yes.
Hi, St. John. I am your Pokemon that you named after me.
Oh, that was you. I saw that in the chat earlier on.
Yeah. No, that's what I love. Like, I don't stream. I'm slightly considering it, but because I'm trans, I'm not sure like how bad transphobia is on Twitch and things like that. I know you can get moderators and stuff, so I'm a bit nervous about it. But even without starting streaming, I've met so many really nice people on here, and like I don't have a lot of my own friends, so a lot of the time I don't really have people to talk to. But Twitch is just, I can open it and pretty much guarantee at any time there's someone on there that I want to watch, and I can get in a conversation and get a bit involved and just not be really bored and lonely. Like,
waving your hands around, you're reminding me. I was going to ask you to do my nails tonight, and I've just do it tomorrow.
Oh, mine's shocking, look.
Well, this is it. I want a decent job done.
Although they do look like sort of little abstract continents or something. Is it like?
Or like
a Australia?
My boys get excited.
What you see in the blobs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
what's that joke? Why does, I don't know who this guy Rorschach is, but why does he keep doing pictures of my parents fighting?
Well, Yeah, that's your dad there.
There you go.
Having a go at you.
My boys get excited when I talk about getting my nails done. They love it. I don't know about transphobia. I know you get a load of. I know I get abuse, but I know that you get some terrible abuse because you have a
I
vagina.
know, and like, just seeing that, it kind of makes me nervous. But I know, I shouldn't let it get to me if I get comments like that, and I can get moderate. That's a question, actually. How do you find mods?
People that become regulars in your chat usually.
Bumlicks.
Yeah.
All of our mods are bumlicks that have been listening to the show. A couple of them I know fairly well. Matty and Pete and Gatford I've kind of known for quite a while. And some of the others, Lance and Mandy, they've been floating around, and Amy, and we kind of asked them with the obligation they didn't have to be here at any time, and they did it. And in terms of what you just said, if you don't mind me saying about I can't remember the exact wording, but you shouldn't let it get to you.
It does.
It does. The word should and shouldn't. It is what it is, and as you know, there are assholes on the internet, and oh wow, someone who's trans, that's a great target for assholes.
That's the thing, yeah.
And
very popular target as well.
I would. I don't know, as I've not really been on I've been on some trans streams, but not too many, so I've not really seen any. I'm sure it's out there. But be prepared for it.
Yeah.
I would suggest
Toasty.
Expect the worst. Yeah. And Lord of the Pies, £53. Come in a second. Because it will be there, and there will be times I'd imagine when it will get you there, because there are times when stuff on here gets me, and times I've seen Catherine crushed at the end of a stream just because some arsehole said a throwaway thing.
Well, there's like a difference, isn't there? There's sort of generic comments where someone will find out you're bisexual and just say something really like lazy and unoriginal, homophobic comment, whatever. But then it's when it gets really personal, and it's like you specifically this, or I've googled something and found out something really personal about you.
And we'll have days when we're more vulnerable than others, and something that we might laugh at today, tomorrow. My favourite one, it was on Twitter, was something about, why don't you just go and get some coke and cock? And I replied, that sounds like an awesome party, man. I'm up for both of those things, but another day that could send me to bed for 3 days. So I would suggest, what would I suggest? I don't know what I'd suggest, but look after yourself is what I would suggest. Look after yourself, and don't feel you have to be, all tough or whatever. But if you don't feel like it, don't do it. If you feel like it, do it.
From a practical point of view, you can put things, you can ban words. So
I've
easy
seen
go-tos.
Even though I've not started yet, I've been doing little things like that in my channel and putting things like that to get filtered out and stuff.
Do you know what? The sort of communities that I've seen on here, there are people, I'm pretty sure you could go in if you went into someone's stream, a trans person's stream, and asked them about it. I'm sure they'd have a chat with you about it.
We get sometimes the filters we get the name of the 80s pop star Nick Kershaw gets filtered because it's Nick Kerr. So it's close to the M word, and so that pops up quite a lot. Nick Kershaw has been. Would you want to pass this sentence? And we have to click on it. Yeah. So Twitch is brilliant, but it does have problems with phobias and isms.
But here's another thing. Really. Have a look at the chat when you come off here, because the support in there is incredible.
Mainly for your hair.
A lot of it is about
the hair.
But generally, people who want to see your stream, and if you were going to do it, then they would crowd out those dickheads if they did emerge.
Amazing. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
There you go, Nick Kershaw. Matt has tried it. I will allow that, and you will see it. But that was held back. Isn't it funny?
But here's the thing, right? On a strong day, I come on here and I feel like I deserve to take up my space, right? And I'm not going to be shouted down by some dickhead who doesn't dare show his face, But on a bad day, it's upsetting, and I talk to my friend about it, and I have a good old moan. And I recognise the fact that it is wrong and I shouldn't have to put up with it. And there's the thing, trying to swallow it down and be a grown-up about it and pretend it doesn't bother you, it doesn't make it hurt any less.
Yeah.
Well, let us know how it goes when you're ready. If you want, we're happy to give the stream a plug. But if you want to go under the radar for a bit and until you kind of build up, until you find your digital voice.
But I would love to see your stream.
Oh, thank you. Well, I don't even have like a proper webcam yet. I've just got this one on my laptop, and it does a weird thing with my hair. If I turn this way, it goes slightly yellow, and then if I turn this way, it will slowly start turning blue.
Oh, yeah, how does it do it? Oh,
That's
yeah.
incredible.
You need to get a decent
I
camera then,
don't
because
know.
that.
And it used last month. My hair was yellow and purple, and it was doing the same. If I turned, it would go all purple. The screen. It's dead weird. I don't know what it's doing.
Well, it's nice to
Yeah.
see you. Thank you so much, and best
See
of luck with
you.
it.
Thank you.
Ta-ra.
Take care, Will.
Bye.
There we go. Right. Now I think we're going to do a little thing there.
And that, by the way, ladies and gents, is why we try and keep our chat nice and clean, and why we have Judge Boyle on a Friday, because we start getting deluged by
Everyone's welcome.
by divvies. People feel like they can't speak up.
Everyone's welcome.
hello.
Everyone's welcome except for this guy. Everyone's welcome except for this guy. Hey, Michael Gibson, 94. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm not bad. How are you?
Yeah, all right, man. All right.
Is
Getting ready
94
for
the
bed.
year you were born?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
young. I'm very young.
He's a baby.
That was my
but no,
last year of
I've
sixth
called
form.
I've called in before, and this is my first time actually doing Skype. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I shaved off the beard the other day, so it's starting to grow in. But yeah, 94. I was born in.
Outrageous. Grown-ups in 94. Grown-ups.
Jesus Christ. How
but yeah,
how
it was
may
just
we
a
be
call
of
to say hello.
assistance to you this evening?
Yeah, it was just a call to say hello, and yeah, just wanted to come on Skype and say hello.
There you go. You did it.
Will did fantastic, by the way. Like, they definitely should go for Twitch, and I can understand it being hard. I've got a few friends who are trans. Can definitely be hard, but I don't think that should stop you from doing something that you potentially could love. So I think so many people in the chat, as you can see, were very supportive, and yeah, definitely go for it.
Will is there we go. There's Will's channel. Is that Will Wilson? So I'm going to just put that in the link. I'm following. I'm in now.
I'm off there too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in now. We'll put that in the chat. So if anyone wants to follow Will, there you go. Have some of that. Well, Michael, it's nice to see you. Listen, I'm going to say goodnight because I think we're going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do the same. So I'll call another time though when you're not coming towards the end of the stream and tired, and we'll catch up soon.
It's nice to see your face.
Thank you, Will.
Take
See
care.
you later on, man. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Right, we're going to hang up there. I'm just doing that because I want to go to bed. As Danny says, I've got socks that are older than
God, no.
24.
I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow. I've got that consultation about my root canal.
Ooh.
You know when you got nothing to look forward to and then someone gives you something to really dread?
I'm just being asked. Nico has not responded. Brandon, you keep your money to yourself now, but thank you. Also, Lord of the Pies, £53. Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
£130, £129 away from having a PO box number, so you can write to us and send us stuff. You lot are so generous. Also, I think we've been doing Twitch wrong for the last 7 months, but thank you. Let us go and do a little raid. Now, I'm being told All Music Considered are on, and I think we owe them.
Yeah.
After we had them on, they were on the infamous banned show, the show that got us banned, and that means the video was deleted.
So
we did not get to keep that
You
video.
know it all, and then you don't.
These people, right?
Then you
they
find
are
out you know
the
nothing.
definition of wholesome, right? Also, she's the woman that designed Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Brandon, hey, Renegade. Thank you for joining us. Darth, hey,
Please be
hi.
kind when you go in there because
Ace.
they are lovely people.
Amy Ann.
Raid.
Nice to have all of you here.
Here we go.
Yeah,
this
they
is
do.
great.
They
If you
do.
like, drop them a follow. They're brilliant.
After
They're
our
lovely, really gentle, really lovely. If you want to fall asleep to this is a great
But
stream
also
to fall asleep to.
super talented. My God, can they play?
Look, they've got 10 people. We're about to make it 400. So we'll be back tonight at 8. Thank you, Catherine Boyle.
You're welcome.
Peace and love. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. We've been like running. I just released a song for everyone who's ever dealt with mental illness. Would you like to hear it? Well, certainly. Send us